Take you out to Nassau Coliseum.
Long Island's sleepy coves once rocked to cheers for Potvin, Bossy, and Trottier. 4 straight Stanley Cups, and the Islanders roared into the history books. Fans have waited 14 years to hear those sounds again, if only to silence their big city neighbors and rivals. The New York Rangers' success has been more recent, but more fleeting. The Cup stopped at 1, and more star power was called in. Gretzky and Messier have been reunited. They stopped the strive for 5 more than a decade ago. Today, they're part of one of the NHL's fiercest rivalries. Loyalties are divided today as the fans pack Nassau Veterans Memorial Coliseum to see the renewal of this 25-year-old rivalry. These teams have taken turns being on top. Right now it's the Rangers who are up and the Islanders who are up and coming. And they meet this afternoon on Fox. Welcome to the NHL on Fox. It's the New York Rangers and the New York Islanders. Hello, everyone. I'm Sam Rosen along with Joe Micheletti. Glad you're with us this afternoon. This great New York rivalry features the established stars of the Rangers and the up-and-coming stars of the Islanders.
This Ranger team does not have a lot of depth, so when they win, the best players on the ice are generally their best 3 players. Gretzky, Messier, and Leach. And all 3 of these players just having excellent seasons. As far as the Islanders are concerned, they think that the key to this game for them to win, they have to eliminate Brian Leach.
The Islanders are last in the Eastern Conference, but still feel they have a shot to make the playoffs. They also feel within a couple of years they'll be contending for the Stanley Cup.
Well, there's a lot of people that think that Zygmunt Palffy someday is going to score 60 goals in the National Hockey League. He is a dangerous player, having a wonderful season. Not very big, only 183 pounds, but he has got a sneaky shot. And then there's Brian Berard, just 19 years of age, very confident. People already looking at him and considering that he might be as good as Brian Leach.
21-year-old Eric Fichaud starts in goal for the Islanders, 3-1 in his last 4, and in those 3 wins, he's given up only 5 goals. Played a 1-1 tie with the Rangers earlier this season. Mike Richter, 3rd in the NHL, tied for 3rd in wins with 24, 18-3-2 in his last 23 games. 5th meeting of the season. The Islanders have won 2, the Rangers 1. There's been 1 tie, and we're underway. Each team wearing their so-called 3rd jerseys.
And Sam, for Colin Campbell, as far as he is concerned, his team has to match the emotion of the New York Islanders. The 2 Islanders wins against the Rangers. The Islanders have been able to get off to great starts.
The Islanders with Marty McInnis, number 39 at center. Derek King, who sat out the last 2 practice days with a hip flexor, is in the lineup. He wears number 27. Marty McInnis, the right wing, number 18. Rich Pilon, number 2. Kenny Janssen, number 3 on defense. Messier, Graves, Noonan, Bukaboom, and Leach for the Rangers. Brian Leach with the puck, and now Jeff Bukaboom.
And the matchup in this game will be Smolinski against Gretzky.
Backhander by Graves is blocked. Kenny Janssen clears the zone, and Big Eric Cairns is there to play it to Jeff Bukaboom. Back to the Islander end.
Sam, the other matchup, Travis Green will be going head-to-head with Mark Messier.
Puck fired down will be an icing on the Islanders. The whistle stops play. Head coach of the New York Rangers, Colin Campbell, whose team really turned the season around in late November. Joe, there were 6 games under 500, and since then, they are 12 games over.
Yeah, a lot of pressure on Coley Campbell, but he's been able to rally his troops and now playing very well. And there's Rick Bowness, who is the new head coach of the New York Islanders. And, of course, Mike Milbury, who was the coach and general manager, suddenly stepped down from the coaching. Rick Bowness expected to become the head coach next season, not this season. It happened a lot quicker for him.
Wayne Gretzky has not scored a goal in the last 15 games, his second longest goal-scoring drought of his career. But he has had 18 assists in the last 14 games. Played across by the Islanders into the Rangers zone. Rangers on defense, Alexander Karpovtsev, number 25, with Ulf Samuelsson, Wayne Gretzky, Luc Robitaille, and Nicklas Sundstrom up front. Brian Berard, number 34, a candidate for Rookie of the Year honors. Certainly one of the leading candidates for Rookie of the Year honors.
Sam, that'll be another interesting matchup if these two end up on the ice together most of this game. Palffy on right wing, and Opie Samuelson on left defense for the Rangers.
Claude Lapointe is playing the left wing with Brian Smolinski and Zygmunt Palffy. Sundstrom to Robitaille. His path blocked by Scott LaChance. He moves it up to Lapointe, and here's Zygmunt Palffy. Palffy across with Smolinski. Palffy looks to pass. It was deflected. Loose in front, and Gretzky's there to take it for the Rangers. Yet to get a shot on goal for either team. Samuelson moves across, leaves it for Gretzky. Now to Robitaille, and it's gloved by Pichot, and he holds on.
Now we talked about Brian Smolinski. This is Berard on Wayne Gretzky. And who's close? Brian Smolinski, 15. Remember, Smolinski with Pittsburgh did not report to camp because of a contract dispute. Eventually traded here to the New York Islanders for Darius Kasparaitis.
Wayne Gretzky, third in the NHL in scoring, leads the NHL with 56 assists. The Pittsburgh tandem of Mario Lemieux and Jaromir Jagr, 1-2 in scoring. Rangers' third line is on now. Claude Lapointe has moved over to take the face-off as the third-line center here and wins it from Sergei Nemchinov. Nemchinov, Berg, and former Islander captain Pat Flatley, number 8, on for the Rangers with Bruce Driver and Eric Cairns on defense. Dan Plant back in the lineup for the Islanders, number 42. He's been scratched in recent games. His wife gave birth the other day to their first child. University of Wisconsin product. We are 2 minutes and 21 seconds into the game. No score. And a packed Nassau Veterans Memorial Coliseum, as it always is when these two teams get together.
Yeah, and thus far, the emotions for both teams have been under control. Rick Bowness said coming into this game, he doesn't have to worry about his team being emotionally up for it. In fact, he has to try and settle all these young kids down because they really look forward to playing the Rangers.
Along the boards, one-time Islander Bill Berg is knocked down by Claude Lapointe, kept in by Bruce Driver. Down the boards, out comes Berg. Berg trying to stuff it on Pichot, and Pichot makes the save with a pad and holds on.
Bruce Driver really made a nice play there. He had plenty of time to shoot, but he knew if he would have shot the puck that it would have been an easy save for Pichot. Look how he waits for his players to get in front of the net, and then Berg tries to stuff it in the short side, and Pichot had that covered very easily. Pichot is the type of goaltender. He goes down a lot, very emotional, relies on his reflexes.
Nemchinov set for the face-off against Lapointe again. Lapointe wins. Islanders who have struggled on face-offs. Claude Lapointe is probably their best face-off man. He wins a couple in the defensive zone. Cairns takes it back for the Rangers. Off the skate of Nemchinov, and Driver plays it. Berg drops for Flatley. His quick shot knocked away by Pichot. Janssen pokes it up the board. Bertuzzi bumps with Nemchinov. Cairns works it down for Flatley. He's checked by Pilon. Now it's Nemchinov. Looking. Pass deflected. Berg plays it deep. Flatley against Pilon in the corner. Now Bertuzzi bumps referee Mark Fawcett. Berg plays it behind the net. And Kenny Janssen moves it ahead. Brent Hughes was stopped by Driver. Loose puck picked up by Flatley. Good pressure from the Rangers. The shot went wide of the net. And Kenny Janssen takes it, moves it up to Todd Bertuzzi. And out comes Brent Hughes.
Good defense by the Rangers, Sam. Or pardon me, good pressure by the Rangers, but pretty good defense by the Islanders, not allowing the puck to get to the front of the net for a scoring chance.
Brent Hughes was knocked down. Bruce Driver flipped with an errant stick of Todd Bertuzzi.
There's always to play against these guys, like it's fun, you know, because play against the Gretzky or Leach, you know, or Messier, it's a lot of fun, but we have to work hard. This is one team play good defensively against these guys because they score a lot of goals in a game, you know, they have 5-6 goals in a game, and it's hard to defending.
Zygmunt Palffy on playing against the Rangers, but he scored well against the Rangers. That shot got through. Richter made the save. Pokes at it. Worked up the boards. Brian Noonan for the Rangers works it across. Rangers' newest acquisition, Mike Eastwood, number 32, is on. Fans roar as Steve Webb knocked down Darren Langdon, the two tough guys of these respective teams. Doug Huda, number 6, with the puck.
Webb not very big, but he takes on every tough guy in the league.
Rangers have Mike Eastwood, number 32, with Brian Noonan and Darren Langdon. Here's Steve Webb, number 62, moving in. Webb with room. He shoots. Save made by Richter, and he dives on top. Tough shot by the tough guy, Steve Webb. And we got to get together. Langdon and Webb look at one another. Webb said for a while it was a new experience. He was playing without a black eye, Joe. He's had 10 fights in 14 games since being called up by the Islanders.
That was a wonderful pass from Paul Cruz. And just prior to that, Webb with the hit. Watch this. Boy, that's a good, solid shoulder hit on Langdon. And then he had a scoring chance. He took a long pass and plenty of room down the right side. Let it go, and that's a good save by Mike Richter. See how aggressive Richter was coming outside the crease, cutting down the angle, and stopping the shot, and able to control the rebound as well.
A little over a year ago, he was playing in the Colonial League. Worked his way up to the American League, then the International. He played in the International League, and now here he is in the NHL with the Islanders.
It's a great story, and he's getting an opportunity, and Rick Bowness, the coach, loves his heart.
Each team has played each of their 4 lines. Bukaboom for the Rangers reverses to Brian Leetch. No score. 4 minutes, 20 seconds gone by. Vladimir Vorobiev, number 39 for the Rangers, in his 10th game since being called up from Binghamton, replacing the injured Alexei Kovalov, who's out for the season. Had anterior cruciate surgery. Derek King, who has not missed a game this season, playing with a sore hip. Rich shot blocked by Bukaboom. Rich Pilon moves it down the boards, stopped by Leetch. Brian Leetch controlling. Brian Leetch leads all defensemen in points scored this season. Vorobiev across. Checked by Kenny Johnson.
And Sam, thus far the Rangers are doing a real good job coming out of their own zone. The Islanders are playing kind of a trap in the neutral zone, and the Rangers are beating that trap by making one good long pass.
Samuelson to Messier. That was a good one for Vorobiev, but Johnson broke it up. Vorobiev takes a hit from Derek King. And Kenny Johnson plays the puck around the boards and out. And this will be an icing on the Islanders. Karpovtsev comes back, touches up, and play stops with 14:36 to go. Rangers on the road this season are 12-10-3, and they've won 3 in a row on the road in tough places: Washington, Pittsburgh, and Philadelphia. The Islanders are a .500 team at home. They've won their last 3 home games, but they have really, where they've gotten killed is on the road, Joe. They've won only 5 road games.
Well, they're just simply not scoring many goals. Now, I mentioned the Rangers, what they're doing. Here's Brian Leetch right here. Look at how they move the puck, and then they'll make the long pass. Here it is, right up the middle. And that springs the player down the other side, and the Rangers have done that a number of times.
Back to the live action. Samuelson's shot went wide. Karpovtsev scores! It may have deflected off the Islander defenseman in front. Karpovtsev just wristed it from the point, and it beat Eric Fichaud.
Sam, and it started from a face-off. The Islanders lost the face-off in their own end. And that led to one shot, and then Karpovtsev ended up with it on the other side, and he just put the puck on the net, and Fichaud might have been screened also. Here it is, right off the faceoff. They lose the draw cleanly, and then the puck the other side. Now watch in front. Here comes the shot. There was Brian Berard. You could see him lift his leg to try and get out of the way. It either deflected off him or he screened his goaltender right there. Oh, yeah, it hit his leg. Hit his leg, and I think the puck bounced down and then up and over the goaltender, Fichaud. But it all started from the faceoff. The Islanders lost it cleanly in their end.
And that's been an Achilles heel for them. They went on a Western trip to Western Canada, lost 3 games, each by 1 goal, and in each game, faceoffs hurt them, leading to goals against. And Rick Bowness has just been beside himself over the faceoff problem.
Yeah, they are losing about 60% of all their faceoffs, which is terrible. Most teams, if they're good, they'll win 55 to 60%.
Rangers grab the early lead. Brian Smolinski moves in, takes the shot. Richter makes the save and pokes the rebound behind the net. Sundstrom takes it away from Smolinski, who tried to take it back. Moved up the boards. Claude Lapointe keeps it in. Palffy moving with the puck. Deflected wide by Smolinski. LaChance in deep. The defenseman puts it in front. Samuelson sweeps it aside. Pressure from the Islanders here. Karpovtsev took it away from LaChance and moves it to Samuelson. Around the boards, it was touched by Palffy. Goes back to the Islanders zone. Karpovtsev gets the goal, his 7th from Samuelson at 5:30.
Probably should have been
Martin Messier, who won the faceoff. Right. Messier stretches his latest point-scoring streak to 10.
Well, and this is the type of start that Coley Campbell wanted. He wanted a good start out of his team, and he's getting it.
Taken back by the Islanders, Brent Hughes, who dumps it out to center. Good hit by Plant on Cairns. Flatley moves it for Nemchinov, and the Islanders regain control. Todd Bertuzzi, number 44, who spent a month in the minors between December and January, as the Islanders trying to fire him up. Nemchinov. Now Flatley takes the shot. It's deflected by Huda and played by Dan Plant. Into the Rangers zone. Richter comes out to play. It didn't realize would have been an icing, but stopped the puck side of the net. Cairns moves it up the boards. Brent Hughes for the Islanders. Deflected by Cairns. Bertuzzi looking for it. Cairns able to move it to Flatley. Pat Flatley spent 13 seasons with the New York Islanders. He's hit along the boards by Hughes.
He says it's eerie when he plays against the Islanders. The last 4 years with the Islanders, he was their captain.
Here's Messier moving the other way. Rangers with a 1-0 lead. 35 gone by in the first. Graves leaves it for Leach. Tipped ahead by Vorobiev. Messier's got it. His pass blocked by Huda and covered with a glove by Eric Bichot. 12:18 to go in the first. Mark Messier helped set up the goal for the Rangers.
There's Zygmunt Palffy. The Rangers know if they can stop him from scoring, they've got a good chance to win. But look what he does when he has the puck. Watch how quickly he gets his shot off. He'll shoot it from anywhere. That one was going a little bit wide, but he's got that sneaky shot that's so effective.
Correction on the scoring on the Ranger goal is Wayne Gretzky gets an assist on the goal, not Mark Messier. It's Karpovtsev from Samuelson and Gretzky at 5:30. Giving Wayne Gretzky 19 assists in his last 15 games. Bookable with the puck. And for old Samuelson, it was his 300th career point. Graves tied up along the boards by Pilon. They battle for the puck. Leach comes out with it. Now Bookable. Across 2 lines. They'll bring it back for a face-off. How important is Zygmunt Palffy to the Islander offense? Well, he leads the team in goals with 31 and scoring with 57 points. But when he scores a goal, the Islanders 14-7-4. When he doesn't score a goal, 3-20-5.
Those are amazing numbers, and he is such a dynamic player when he's on the ice. He can score from any place. He is so difficult to stop one-on-one, and he can steal the puck, as he does here. And then when he does that with a little bit of time and a little bit of room, well, he can make magic things happen. And he has been the story this year for the New York Islanders.
Native of Slovakia, who played for Slovakia in the 1994 Olympics. Kenny Janssen moves it down. And like many Slovakians, a penalty coming up on Jeff Bookable of the Rangers. His idol was Peter Stastny, one of the former greats in the NHL. It'll get together in the corner. Cruz was taken down.
Okay. One guy only.
And Mark Fawcett urging the players to separate.
Bookable will end up with the penalty behind the net for pulling down Cruz, and the Islanders will have the first power play. Here he is. There's Cruz behind the net. Watch his stick. Right there. Pulls him down. Cruz goes down. There's the penalty. And now this will be an interesting matchup, Sam, because the Islanders are a team on the power play that has struggled, but they play a lot of the young kids, and they're going to grow into being better players on the power play. And the Rangers, a team that is just having a terrible time killing penalties.
The Islanders have struggled against everyone except the Rangers on the power play.
Yeah.
They're 6 for 13. Make that 6 for 13 against the Rangers on the power play this season. Smolinski, Palffy, Derek King has now replaced Todd Bertuzzi on the left side. Kenny Janssen and Brian Berard are up at the point.
Yeah, and Berard is the key. He's going to try and get to the middle if he can, and he'll try and look for Zygmunt Palffy on the right side.
Berard across to Janssen. Rangers penalty killing has not been good. In the last 15 games, they've given up 20 power play goals. A steal by Messier, who has 5 shorthanded goals. He's blocked by Berard. Good hit by Berard to take it back. Messier, Graves, Leach, and Driver, the penalty-killing unit for the Rangers.
Now, the Rangers like to take a lot of chances when they kill penalties. They're looking for the shorthanded goal, so many times the offensive team or the team on the power play can carry the puck over the Ranger blue line and set plays up. That's one of the reasons why they're having problems.
Rangers now send on Berg and Sundstrom with Samuelson and Karpovtsev. Marty McInnes has come on for the Islanders. Smolinski fanned on the shot as he was checked by Karpovtsev. McInnes moves it around the boards. And Berg able to clear. Rangers with a 1-0 lead. 10:40 to go in the first period.
And there we see Brian Berard with the puck. He will play the majority of each power play. Just 19 years of age. He is the quarterback of this power play. Will be for many, many years. So they leave him out there for nearly the entire power play.
Samuelson slides it deep. Islanders regain control with 35 seconds to go on the man advantage. And the Rangers send out Mike Eastwood and Sergei Nemchinov, a third penalty-killing pair. The acquisition of Eastwood gives a little more maneuverability to head coach Colin Campbell. Out to the point, Brian McCabe with the shot blocked by Leach. And it's deflected out of the zone. Bertuzzi recovers.
And thus far, the Rangers have done a very good job killing off this penalty. The Islanders having a lot of problems carrying the puck over the blue line and setting up the play. And there's a long pass that was forced, and it turns out to be a two-line pass.
And McInnes couldn't handle it because he had a broken stick and was exchanging sticks at the bench.
Boy, Brian Leach, so many times you talk about his offense. What about his defense? Watch this play here. Has to go out and goes down to block the shot. That is just a tremendous play, and then able to clear the puck out of the zone. Wonderful points. Great season for Brian Leach. He'll end up winning the Norris Trophy as the league's best, but boy, he can play some defense as well.
And Rick Bowness feels they need to take Brian Leach out of the game as much as possible to have a chance to win.
Yeah, they think he's the key. We talk about Messier and Gretzky, and certainly Mike Richter is a key for the Rangers, but Brian Leach handling the puck, they don't want him to handle it. They're going to try and force him to give it up. Then they want to take him out of the play and make sure he doesn't join the rush.
The chance to McCabe. Teams are back at full strength. And the Islanders 0 for 1 on the power play. Claude Lapointe with it. Dumps it in. Richter goes out to keep it moving. Blocked by Dan Plant. Comes the other way and Bukaboom takes over. Rangers with a 1-0 lead. 9:30 to go. First period. Luc Robitaille. Cross for Gretzky. McCabe takes over. Ryan McCabe, destined to be one of the big leaders on the Islander team. Good rush down the ice. Drops it off. It was taken away by Sundstrom. Off the stick of Robitaille. And McCabe has it back.
Sam, you look at these Islander defensemen, all good, now young. 21, 22, 19. A good core.
LaChance is the old guy at 24.
Yeah. Good All-Star game.
Rich shot, hit a man in front. Gretzky's backhand was blocked by LaChance. Penalty upcoming on the Islanders. Noonan plays the puck. Rangers keep it alive. Gretzky got dumped by LaChance. Noonan centering pass. Deflected away. Robitaille shot it over the top. Noonan's got it again. Noonan control for Robitaille. Shoots, save, Bichot. And the whistle stops play as McCabe was able to play the puck. An interference call coming up on the Islanders will give the Rangers their first power play of the game. And their power play is #1 in the league. Brian McCabe goes off. Rangers applying the pressure.
The Rangers break the forecheck trap by the New York Islanders. And watch what happens, how quickly they move the puck. And they want to go up the boards, which they do there. Quick passes to the middle. Perfect. Two perfect passes, and the Rangers are able to get out of their own zone exactly the way Colin Campbell described to his team before the game.
Rangers power play, #1 in the league at 25.1%, but 0 for 11 against the Islanders this season. McCabe for interference at 11:23. Leach and Driver, Messier, Graves, and Gretzky, the forward unit. Dan Plant takes it away, able to clear to center. Janssen and Pilon with Plant and Lapointe for the Islanders, and their penalty killing has been outstanding of late. They're 13th in the league. They've given up only 1 power play goal in the last 3 games, in which their penalty killing has been 13 for 14. Lee to Messier, drops it off for Gretzky. His pass blocked by Janssen. Gretzky has it back. Graves sets up in front. Here's Messier. Couldn't get off his shot. Messier's got it. Back pass deflected. McInnes and Palffy, the speed men for the Islanders, have come on. And a whistle for a hand pass in the offensive zone on the Rangers.
Well, the Islanders wanted to change a couple of things this year. They wanted to get better in a couple of areas. Number one, they wanted to get better in their goals against. And Rick Bowness, his team has done that. They're down by about a goal a game. The other thing they wanted to do is improve their penalty killing. And they've done that for a couple of reasons. First of all, their goaltending has been much better this year than last year. Second of all, they've got a little bit more controlled aggression. They put a little bit more pressure on. You can see what they're doing to the Rangers here. As Messier was trying to control it, they went right to him.
All the way back into the Rangers zone. Driver recovers the puck. Driver and Leach. Messier, Gretzky, and Graves for the Rangers. Gretzky's got it. Now Graves with a shot blocked by LaChance. McKinnis trying to break out. He's tied up by Graves. He gets it to Palpe. He's joined by LaChance. LaChance is in. Saved by Richter. LaChance fires across, and it goes all the way through. He tried to bank it off Richter, and Richter jumped up.
Oh, great play by Richter.
Messier in. The backhander goes wide. Messier hit by Huda, and Palpe clears all the way down. Islanders have 9 shorthanded goals, and when Palpe's on, are they dangerous? Karpovtsev with the puck. Now Gretzky across to Robitaille. Gretzky, Robitaille, and Noonan on now. Pilon takes control for the Islanders. Has some room. Brings it out with Dan Plante. Pilon dumps it deep. And the power play for the Rangers is over. Team's back at full strength. Each team 0 for 1 on the power play. Rangers hold a 1-0 lead with 6.5 minutes to go in the first.
The best chance on the power play was the Islanders shorthanded.
Janssen moves it to Plante, quickly to Derek King. King toward the net. Blocked in front by Ulf Samuelsson. Off the glass. It was kept in momentarily. Comes out to center. Janssen couldn't find it momentarily. Here's Travis Green across. Big drive is deflected off Samuelsson. That hurt. He comes up limping a little bit. It goes up into the crowd, stopping play.
Now here's what the Islanders are doing. We talk about being aggressive, making good plays. How about that play by LaChance? And watch how they stay with the puck. They just keep going. They'll kick it. They'll do anything. And that starts the 2-on-1. And Palpe knows he has LaChance coming with him. And Mike Richter has been sharp in this first period.
Coley Campbell's team had only 27 seconds of attack time. Did not get a shot on goal on that power play, as the Islanders did an excellent job penalty killing.
Yeah, they're playing smart, because when I say controlled aggression, what they do is that if the opposing player has his back turned to the net, they'll go to him right away and put pressure on him. They're just not letting the Rangers enough time to really set up and get the good quality scoring chances.
McCabe plays it across to Doug Huda and gets it back. Gives it up to Bukaboom. Paul Cruz takes a hit from Bukaboom. Webb after the puck moves it behind the net. Leach is there to stop it. Nemchinov for Bill Berg. Drives it in the Islanders zone. Flatley takes a hit from McCabe. They go after the puck and another hit by McCabe. A good hit by Cruz. Islanders playing physically in their own zone. McCabe hitting, and penalties coming up on Cruz. Delayed penalty on the Islanders. Berg for Cairns backhanded it, and Huda blocked it in front. Another power play for the Rangers.
Now the Islanders are trying to play aggressive, and this was just a little too aggressive. Some good hits. That's Cruz 24, and there's McCabe. Now watch as we continue. Cruz will come over, and this player doesn't have the puck. There it is, hit from behind. That's Graves gets knocked down from behind by Cruz, and that's the penalty. There's a good look at Rick Bowness, the first head coach of the Ottawa Senators when they came into the league back a few years ago. He's used to handling young kids. He's got to be patient.
Cruz for interference. I believe it was Flatley who got knocked down on the play along the boards. 14:36 the time of the penalty. Rick Bowness was the associate coach. His lone assistant coach is Guy Charron. He will not hire another assistant coach for the remainder of this season, though Gilles Gilbert, the goaltending consultant for the Islanders, will spend a lot of time here working with the goaltenders. Second power play for the Rangers. They're 0 for 1. Vorobiev on. Has it. Moves down the slot. Feed to Robitaille. Saved by Pichot. Beauty. Gretzky, Robitaille, and Vorobiev. with Driver and Leach for the power play. McCabe with a clear. McCabe, LaChance, LaPointe, and Pont for the Islanders.
And the Islanders had a chance to clear the puck just prior to the good save by Eric Fichaud.
Driven around the boards by McCabe, off of Driver and out to center. 4:50 remaining, first period. Rangers a 1-0 lead on a goal by Alexander Karpovtsev. Gretzky brings it across. Leach heads in deep. Robitaille gets to it. Vorobiev battling McInnes. McInnes and LaPointe on for the Islanders. Here's Gretzky moving. Backhands it toward the front. It was blocked. Gretzky again. For Robitaille, quick shot is a save. Here's Vorobiev, but it bounced over his stick. LaPointe looking for it. LaPointe takes it away and skates clear. 55 seconds to go on the Rangers power play.
That was a wonderful play by Wayne Gretzky. He started the play on the far boards, controlled the puck, used his speed, came all the way over, and set up the chance.
Leach moves in. Pass across, they score! Oh, a brilliant pass from Brian Leach to Mark Messier. And the Rangers score on the power play to take a 2-0 lead.
Well, they wanted to stop Brian Leach. That was the key, and he makes an outstanding play. And what a pass. What a pass from Leach to Messier. Leach came up with speed. Here he is over on this side. There's, look at the speed. Now the move. Boy, he left Pilon standing there, and then the perfect pass. Here comes Messier over to this side, and that's an easy one for him, a wide open net. Look at this move there by Leach. Speed, head up all the way, little fake there, and then the perfect pass. And Messier looked like it went off the far post. He almost missed it to the far side. It has a wide open net. There it is again. Messier with the shot. Oh, you can see that. He missed the shot a little bit. But with all the room there in the net, still able to sneak it in, and the Rangers lead it 2-0.
Rangers' first power play goal against the Islanders in this, their 5th meeting of the season. Messier with his 30th goal of the season from Leach and Driver at 15:53. And it's 2-0 Rangers, and this is something the Rangers wanted, the lead on an Islander team that has trouble scoring.
Well, the other thing that happens when the Islanders fall behind, they start opening up. They don't play that defensive style, and when you've got a lot of young kids, you tend to make a lot of mistakes.
Chinoff works it around the boards. Todd Bertuzzi is there. Samuelson across to Karpovtsev.
Dan, the other thing that you can't do against the Rangers, you're going to take a lot of penalties. You're going to lose with their power play.
Rangers' power play has been outstanding this season. They now have 49 power play goals. Good effort by Bertuzzi, but his shot went high. Rangers try to freeze it on the back of the net. Some pushing and shoving follows. We'll step out for a moment. You're watching the NHL on Fox. Sam Rosen and Joe Micheletti at Nassau Veterans Memorial Coliseum in Uniondale, Long Island. Rangers have the jump on the Islanders. The Islanders counting on young Todd Bertuzzi. He's 22 years old, former first-round pick. They need him to be strong and start to come on, Joe.
Well, he's got the size, 225 pounds. Now he's got to deal with his head coach. Every time he goes to the net and stops, he gets $2. But if he goes to the net and keeps going and doesn't stop, he's got to give Rick Bowness $1.
Well,
he's up $1 right now.
That's right. Palpe taken down on the play by Langdon. Fans wanted a call. Mark Fawcett had a look at it and made no call. McCabe's got the puck.
And Sam, the reason they want Bertuzzi to go to the net and stop is because he's so big and strong, and he has good skill. He's got good hands. He can shoot. And he wants them to use that strength and force the other team to do something. Look at this move right here. This is a great move. This is a big, big player, strong, but look at the skill, and then gets a shot off. Those are the types of things that they want Todd Bertuzzi to be doing. And if he does that on a consistent basis, you know, this is a guy that could be a 25, 30-goal scorer in the National Hockey League and be just a good, solid part of a good team.
Since he's come back from the minors, he's been more involved offensively. He's had 14 shots on goal, but the production hasn't been there yet. Only 1 goal and 3 points in 10 games since being recalled from Utah.
And Rick Bowness, as he said yesterday, I've taken all the excuses away from him. We have good communication. He plays with good line mates. He's getting a lot of ice time, so there are no other excuses, and he's got a good relationship with him.
Well, there was a feeling that Mike Milbury was too tough on him, too hard on him, really pushed him, did a lot of yelling at him, and it bothered young Bertuzzi, and he didn't know how to handle it, didn't handle it particularly well.
Sam, you said the key word, young. I mean, some of these players mature a little bit sooner than other players. He's still just a kid.
Islanders break in. Claude Lapointe checked by Brian Leetch. 2-0 Rangers with 10 to go in the first period. Smolinski playing it behind the net. Sundstrom is there. Sundstrom for Gretzky. He's able to clear the zone. Chance moves it toward the line, and Lapointe has it back.
And the Rangers, for the most part, have been able to get out of their zone easily.
Leetch moves in with Smolinski hounding him. Brian Berard checked by Brian Leetch. Around the boards it goes, and Palffy looking to take it away from Sundstrom. Couldn't do it. Sundstrom's pass hit Leetch in the back. Lapointe moving. Smolinski checked by Bukaboom. McInnes trying to get it back to Janssen, but Vorobiev moves it. Gretzky for Graves. Rangers changing.
And then Brian Leetch was at the far blue line. It looked like the Islanders had a 2-on-1, and Leetch got back.
Messier takes over. Controlling. Finds Carpenter for the shot. Looking for deflection. Graves in front, but he just missed it with Janssen hounding him. Messier's got the puck. Controlling the puck in the Islanders zone, but the back pass is outside. Less than a minute to go in the first period. Kenny Janssen. Islanders have yet to sustain anything offensively, Joe.
No, this is a team that does not forecheck all that well because they're small up front.
Nice move by Derek King. Got clipped by Messier's stick and a penalty called. Messier will go off late in the first.
There's Mark Messier. Watch the stick. Derek King makes a nice move right there around Messier, and then Messier has to control his stick. And he doesn't there, just gets a stick up on Derek King. That's a 2-minute minor, and the Islanders with a late power play.
19:15 the time. Second power play for the Islanders. They're 0 for 1 in the game.
Pardon me, Sam. We talked about the Islanders not generating much. Well, it's a team that generates offense off the rush by breaking up plays in the neutral zone and at their own blue line. They haven't done much of that in this first period. The Rangers have done a very good job of controlling the puck and moving it out of their zone and either gaining the blue line or getting it in deep. They're not making mistakes in the neutral zone.
With Messier off, Nicholas Sundstrom is paired with Adam Graves for the Rangers. Islanders have Smolinski, McInnes, and Palffy. Palffy on the puck. Berard and McCabe. Palffy controlling. Trying to get into shooting position. It was denied. Graves takes it away. Graves and Leetch. Leetch moving on McCabe. They knocked him down. Leetch got a shot off while on the ice. Berard lost it to Graves. Good aggressive penalty killing here by the Rangers. Bukaboom has it back. And it slides all the way down. Michaud out to get it. McCabe has it, but the period comes to an end. Power play carries over into the second period. A period in which Brian Leetch was involved, helped set up one of the goals. Coming up at the New Dodge intermission, we go back to the studio to James Brown and Dave Maloney for all the scores and highlights from around the league, and a Cyber Zone visit with John Van Beesbrook of the Florida Panthers. That's coming up during our first intermission. The Islanders have to regroup, Joe. They really didn't get anything going offensively.
The Islanders, or pardon me, the Rangers came out and played a very smart period. They didn't make any high-risk passes, so they kept the puck out of their own zone, and they took the crowd out of this by scoring the 2 goals.
And very few chances for Zygmunt Palffy. We mentioned stop Palffy, have a good chance to win. The Rangers have done a good job doing that. End of 1 at Nassau Veterans Memorial Coliseum. Rangers 2, Islanders nothing. We're going back to James Brown and Dave Maloney after this word from your local Fox station.
As we welcome you to the Fox Television Center and the New Dodge intermission, I'm James Brown along with Dave Maloney, and let's get the folks caught up on what's taking place around the league.
2-0 New York. Mark Messier gets the game's second one, and a nice pass from Brian Leetch on the power play. But Scotty Bowman looking for number 1,000. Why can't I get it? Well, he's having trouble this afternoon because of who else? Mario off the backhand. He gets the first one. 6:01 on the career. What a move here, Fedorov off the backhand. Everybody looking for the puck. Who finds it? Steve Yzerman right there. Game tied at 1. Bad line change opens up the ice for the Pittsburgh Penguins. Stu Barnes gets his 15th. He was picked up mid-November. Has been a big factor this afternoon. The goals just keep on coming. Mario gets his second, 6:02 on the year. Penguins up 3-2 after 1.
Detroit does not want to get in a shootout with Pittsburgh, but trailing by 1 there now. Chicago, underachieving Blackhawks, beating up on the Avalanche. Avalanche unbeaten in the last 6 games. And St. Louis, 7-1-2 in the last 10 games, leading Boston 1-0. That at the intermission as well. And when we come back, what are we going to do? JB, we're going to the Cyber Zone and visit John Van Beesbrook. And you know what, folks? He stops him there, too. I will learn from Van Beesbrook in a moment.
MasterCard presents the NHL Cutting Edge Play of the Week. There's Mario Lemieux, and he is off, racing it all alone. Lemieux, his first shot on goal, and he scores!
They look for Lemieux. He's wide open. He might have a chance for number 600. Lemieux nails his 600, and it is Mario Magic. It's his city, and it's his moment.
Was there ever any doubt? MasterCard, official card of the NHL and proud sponsor of the Cutting Edge Play of the Year.
We're back here next Saturday with another full afternoon of NHL action, highlighted by the Mark Messier, Wayne Gretzky-led Rangers taking on the Tony Amonte-led Chicago Blackhawks. Check your local listings for the game in your area. All action begins at 3 o'clock Eastern right here on Fox. As we welcome you back to the Fox Television Center. You know, Florida Panther goalie John Van Beesbrook is used to taking shots both from opponents and from the media, but not from a kid. That is until today. Now we take you into the Cyber Zone where the Beezer takes on a teen from South Florida.
Hi, I'm Brett Ellsbury. I'm going to meet John Van Beesbrook today.
Hey, Brett.
Hey.
How you doing?
Good?
Yeah?
Yeah, and you?
You ready to go?
Yeah.
Here's the inside secrets on how to score on John Van Beesbrook. You ready?
Yeah.
First, you pray.
Huh?
You know any good prayers?
Okay, lights, camera, action. Right in the old pillows. I think the camera's weighting his head down. Where's that pump?
Could go flying into the boards back there. Are you ready for that?
Keep that head out. Oh!
You're looking pretty good on those skates. You got them worn a little thin, though, down below.
Yeah,
Any secrets to scabbing up the skates like that?
You think being small is like a handicap because I'm small too, you know?
All the scouts and everything look for big, tall guys, but if you look around the league, most of the scorers aren't very big in stature. They're big in the heart. If you go out to play hockey in the street or on the ice, it's no fun getting hurt. So you got to wear elbow pads, knee pads, and most of all a helmet. The one way to have fun is you have to be well protected.
If you were to beat me right here, between the pipe and my pad, that's the short side. If you were to beat me on this side, that would be considered the long side.
If I get beat between the 5-hole, it's between my legs.
If you were to come around the net and put one in and stuff it in, that's called a wraparound.
Those are about all the goals that I care to talk about right now because I like talking about saves.
Save made by Van Beesbrook, point blank.
I think you see the Panthers as being a successful hockey team, that John Van Beesbrook is the goalie. He might like my helmet, first of all, which is very appealing.
Well, I like how you show strong leadership and you're very successful.
I'm losing my confidence here. I got some 12-year-old scoring on me.
It was nice meeting you. This one's for you. You can take this one home with you.
Oh, thanks.
Okay?
Thank you.
Be good, buddy.
Well, the Beezer certainly knows a thing or two about stopping the puck. He's number 2 in the NHL in goals against his team, the Panthers, number 1. And we will continue with the NHL on Fox after this.
Back at Nassau Veterans Memorial Coliseum where the Rangers are leading the Islanders 2-0. This has been a great rivalry down through the years. Before the Islanders started their great run of 4 consecutive Stanley Cup championships, they met the Rangers in the semifinals in 1979. The Islanders had won 51 games, a league high in the regular season, but the Rangers, led by our colleague, JD, John Davidson, upset the Islanders in 6 to advance to the Stanley Cup Finals, where Montreal beat them in 5. There are 2 colleagues, JD and Dave Maloney, right there smiling away. Rangers and Islanders, second period is coming up right here on Fox. Back at Nassau Veterans Memorial Coliseum in Uniondale, Long Island, where the Rangers lead the Islanders 2-0, and thus far the Rangers have followed their game plan to perfection. The Islanders haven't followed through on theirs.
No, that's right. The Rangers definitely controlled that first period. They won key faceoffs, which turned out to be a goal, and then of course Brian Leetch. They wanted to try and shut down Brian Leetch, and he came through the neutral zone with all that speed, and that led to a goal as well. The first goal again by the Rangers. It was off the faceoff. Karpatov ends up with the goal, but Brian Berard in front. You'll see Brian Berard right there in front, off his right foot, right there, and past Fischel. That made it 1-0. And then the Rangers on the power play. Leetch coming up the ice with all the speed, and look at the move right here on Rich Pilon. Little stutter step. Leetch is by him, and now he's got time, he's got room, and he's got the great Mark Messier on the other side. Perfect pass, easy goal, 2-0 Rangers.
And that scoring summary brought to you by Bud Ice. Brian Leetch picking up his 61st point of the season. Brian Leetch in his first 13 games was a -8. But since then, he's been a +35 over the last 42 games. Mark Messier in the penalty box to start the second period. Islanders on the power play for 1:15, and the Islanders have Travis Green, Zygmunt Palffy, Derek King, Brian McCabe, and Kenny Janssen.
Well, as Brian Leetch said, Sam, he changed his game. He was trying to score on every shift those first 13 games, and he was not being effective. He was trying to control the pace of the game, and that wasn't happening, so he got back to doing a little bit less, picking his spots, going offensively when he had the chance. And since then, as we mentioned earlier, no question who the best defenseman in the league is, Brian Leetch.
McCabe for Palffy. Rangers have Graves, Sundstrom, Leetch, and Bukaboom on the ice. Leetch takes the puck, tries to get away from King, knocked away by Green. In the corner, Bukaboom able to move it to Sundstrom. He's double-teamed. Bukaboom moves it up the boards, but McCabe stops it. McCabe toward the net, but wide for Palffy. Palffy trying to get it to Green. Green with the puck. Derek King set up in front. Brian McCabe to Zygmunt Palffy. Open, he shoots. Saved by Richter. Good quick shot by Palffy. Richter had to make a good save. McCabe to Janssen. Now to Palffy. Shot deflected by Leetch. Palffy's pass blocked by Bukaboom. Up the boards and kept in by Janssen. Final seconds of the power play. King to McCabe for the shot. Saved by Richter. Long rebound swept clear by Graves. Team's back in full strength as Messier returns.
Coley Campbell was saying one of the problems with his penalty killing, they haven't been able to get it out of their zone. That all started with a Ranger turnover in their own end.
Smolinski's pass for Bertuzzi was broken up in front. The Rangers able to clear the zone. Islanders almost had too many men on the ice, and I think they did. They got caught. Too many men on the ice for the Islanders. So things continue to go wrong for Rick Bowness and the Islanders here. Rangers going to get a power play.
Yeah, now you'll see the players coming out of the off the bench. Here they are up here. Look at them changing. Now what happens is the puck will end up over there. And there's see how he grabs the puck, and there's the player trying to get off, not in time. And as soon as possession is made, there you see all the Islanders, too many men on the ice, and the Rangers end up with their third power play of this game.
Mistakes by a team that really can't afford to make them.
Young team, when you're coming off the bench and you know that your other player that you are replacing is not there yet, when the puck comes to you, you have to let it go. If that puck is let go, if no one touches it, then the play's okay, and the Islanders will then be able to get back, control the puck. But as soon as he touches it, possession by the Islanders, too many men, now they're shorthanded.
Minute 32, the time of the penalty. Rangers' third power play. They're 1 for 2. They have Gretzky, Robitaille, Vorobiev, Leetch, and Driver for the power play. Plant and LaPointe, Pilon and LaChance, the penalty killing unit for the Islanders. Robitaille working it to Gretzky. Steve Webb serving the bench minor penalty. Vorobiev. Now Gretzky looking. Fires across. and it was blocked. Vorobiev has it back. Robitaille moves it, but Dan Plant, good anticipation, blocked the pass. Vorobiev did a good job. Robitaille shoots, save off the glove of Pichot. Hard shot by Robitaille. Vorobiev to Gretzky. Gretzky looking toward the net, goes back to Driver with some room. Driver fakes on Plant, works it down. Knocked away by LaChance, run out by Lapointe.
This all started with a good play by Luc Robitaille, winning a one-on-one battle in the corner with Pilon, who's bigger, he's stronger, he had control of the puck. Robitaille went in, hit him, took control of the puck, and then the Rangers had about 45 seconds of good pressure.
Messier and Graves have come on to join Gretzky. Driver with a shot, save Pichot. Leach with a rebound. He shoots, blocked in front by Janssen. Janssen looking, finds McInnes. McInnes across with Palpe. Palpe takes the drop, plays it side of the net. McInnes has it, Driver on him. Good speed by McInnes and Palpe. Islanders controlling with 22 seconds to go in the power play for the Rangers. Islanders send it all the way down.
Now, McInnes has been a good player for the Islanders this season. He's been a player that played all three forward positions. He kills penalties. He's even played on the power play on the point. He's having a good year.
15 goals. Shot by Karkrupsevas, a save by Pichot. Loose rebound. Graves couldn't get there, and it's cleared by McCabe. Berard across.
And here's where Palpe is dangerous, the end of a power play.
Team's back at full strength. Rangers 1 for 3 on the power play. Messier's got the puck.
He tries to get Palpe out there when the power play unit is tired, so he saves him for the end of a penalty killing.
Samuelson chases after it. LaChance checks him. Flatley takes a hit from Steve Webb. Scott LaChance for the Islanders, who was the Islanders representative in the All-Star game. Nemchinov in the corner, fires across, blocked by Berard, who moves it up the boards. Samuelson keeps it in. Good job of keeping it in the Islanders zone. Berard tries again, took a hit from Nemchinov, coughed it up to Flatley. Flatley against Derek King. Across to Eric Cairns. Nemchinov keeps it moving. LaChance gets it back for the Islanders. Berg hit him. Good work by this Rangers third line. Flatley behind the net. Set up for Cairns. Saved by Pichot.
Excellent work, Sam. They're keeping their feet moving, and they're keeping the puck moving. So as soon as they get hit, they're dumping the puck off, and a teammate is right there to support the puck.
Islanders can't get out of their zone. Tipped clear by Travis Green. Cairns goes back for it. Up the middle. Flatley. Travis Green checking him. Berg for Mike Eastwood.
And there again, the Rangers in their own zone. They make two good passes. One to the sideboards, the next one up the board. Good control of the puck, and they're able to get the puck in the Islander end. No turnover.
Brent Hughes putting it in the Ranger zone. A little over 5 minutes gone by in the second. And now we have the split chance of let's go Rangers, let's go Islanders. In a divided house. The whistle stops play with 14:38 to go in the second. New York Rangers have two strong offensive lines led by Messier and Gretzky. If they're to go anywhere, Joe, this year in the playoffs, they must get something from that third line of Nemchinov, Flatley, and Berg.
Yeah, look at those numbers. 290 points by the first two lines, just 80 for the last two lines. And we just saw a pretty good shift by that third line, and maybe Eastwood's the guy that can come in and help them. He, of course, was just acquired from Phoenix, and he's a right-handed shooting centerman, something the Rangers do not have. In fact, now he's a fourth centerman, something the Rangers did not have.
Right. Giving them some depth and able to put out four lines. The only healthy scratch for the Rangers is Doug Lidster, an extra defenseman. Langdon, Eastwood, and Noonan on the ice for the Rangers. Pichot comes out, moves it around for McCabe, past him to Derek Armstrong. Armstrong with Cruz and Steve Webb. Pichot lets it go for McCabe. Good hit by Webb in the corner. Puck loose in front, swept aside by Pichot. Langdon tied up with Huda in front.
And Sam, Pichot is going to have to keep the Islanders in here until they can get something going. He's made some good saves. He's going to have to continue because right now, this is a game that's being played the way the Rangers want it to be played. Conservative, no turnovers.
Big double hit on Bukaboom. As the Islanders' fourth line tries to make a physical statement. Icing is whistled on the Rangers. 13:46 remaining in the second period.
one. This is a line that didn't play much in the first period, but Webb and that line, along with Cruz, they had some physical play in the first period. Then they didn't play much after that until now. I mean, that's a line that can change the atmosphere in a building in a hurry. And they need to change the atmosphere.
This is a very important time for the Islanders. They are last in the Eastern Conference, but in striking range for playoff position, including this one. 6 of their remaining 9 games this month are on home ice. They've been a terrible road team. They must get points on home ice.
Sam, that goes back to what we were talking about earlier about Gilles Gilbert, their goaltending consultant, spending more time now. A lot of pressure on the young goalies going down this playoff stretch.
And one of their young goalies, Tommy Salo, is out with tonsillitis. Tommy Soderstrom is the backup. Berard, deep save. Richter, rebound to LaPointe. His shot deflects wide. Berard again centers, but it's intercepted by Karpovtsev.
Well, what Rick Bowness wants is Brian Berard to move up with the rush, not handle the puck and carry the puck, but to be the late man. That time he was, and he had a good scoring chance on Mike Richter.
7 minutes gone by, second period. Long outlet from Karpovtsev for Gretzky. Couldn't handle it. Deflected away. Across comes Derek King. Quick shot blocked by Cairns. Vorobiev moves it to Graves. Now to Gretzky. Gretzky controlling.
Go!
Kenny Janssen able to clear the zone. And McInnes moves in. Driver is there. Pokes it aside. Driver moves the puck out of the zone. Rich Pilon.
Go!
King stopped by Driver. Cairns back for it. McInnes on him. Cairns moves it, but gave it away to Derek King. King toward the net, saved by Richter. In the corner, King again. Now it's Travis Green. King goes in front. The back pass, shot by McInnes, saved by Richter. Good setup for McInnes and a tough, hard shot.
Excellent save.
Vorobiev moves in. Off the corner boards. McInnes bangs it out of the zone.
We saw that last play by the Islanders in the offensive zone. That's something they worked on yesterday in practice. Moving the puck, keep cycling, and set up for the shot. And it was Richter that made the great play.
Doug Huda back for it. Huda brings it out. And now Travis Green, who's had trouble scoring for the Islanders. His dump in was blocked. Huda recovers. And a whistle for an offside. 11:34 to go in the second. When the Islanders have had chances, Mike Richter has come up with the save. Rangers lead 2-0. The NHL on Fox continues next week. In the New York metropolitan area, see these New York Rangers taking on the Chicago Blackhawks in Chicago. 3 o'clock Eastern, noon Pacific. Other regional games include Pittsburgh at Philadelphia, Boston at Phoenix, and Colorado at St. Louis. The NHL on Fox next Saturday. Flatley hit by Dan Platt. Claude LaPointe sends it in. Show the Rangers' big 4. The big 3 we mentioned, skaters, Messier, Gretzky, and Leach. And the 4th, Mike Richter, have all come up big thus far for the Rangers.
They've been the difference in the game. Each of those 3 players has a point, and then Richter has been very strong. He's come up with some key saves.
Good hit by Bertuzzi on Flatley in front of the Islander bench. Leach carries across. Leach cuts in on McCabe, who bumped him, and Janssen is able to clear the zone. Bertuzzi after the puck against Brian Noonan. Good strike by Bertuzzi, and he almost one-handed it in. What an effort by Bertuzzi, and he drew a penalty on the Rangers. Tremendous effort by 6'3", 230-pound Todd Bertuzzi.
And what happened to Leach? Leach made the rush, and then the turnover the other way. Look at this strength by Bertuzzi. One hand holding off the other man, gets a shot, stays with it, and that's worth at least $2. There it is again. Going to the net. That's Brian Noonan coming back on him and pulling him down. Now, here's where Brian Leach is held up right there. Watch there. They get in front of him so he can't get back into play. And here's Bertuzzi coming this way, and Brian Leach is back there. That's what allows it. So that's a forward. Brian Noonan had to come back defensively, and that's a tough job on Noonan, 225-pound player. Just prior to this, watch the hit. Bertuzzi. Oh, he is a big, strong kid, isn't he? That's Patrick Flatley.
Well, they want him to play strong, and he has. Now he's got to put some numbers on. Third power play for the Islanders. 0 for 2 with 2 shots on goal. Messier won the faceoff. Samuelsson trying to drive it out. It was blocked. King has the puck. King, Green, Palffy, Berard, and LaChance for the power play. King again fires the cross, but Palffy was checked by Samuelsson. Graves and Messier, Samuelsson and Karpovtsev for the Rangers. Berard for Derek King, who has 19 goals on the season. Becomes an unrestricted free agent at the end of the season. Derek King, second leading scorer on the Islanders. Samuelsson roughed up King and pushed the helmet down. That's a Samuelsson move. Whenever he's got a guy with his back turned to him, he pushes the helmet, Joe. Knocks it over the guy's eyes.
He's got a lot of moves that a lot of players in this league don't have.
Oh, steal by Bill Berg. He breaks to the net. Berg controls, and it's smothered by Fichot. Deflects into the corner. LaChance. Now Palffy comes away with the puck.
Brian Berard lost the puck. He didn't see Berg coming from the other side.
King, back pass to Berard. His pass deflected by Berg. The flying Berard went down hard to the ice. Fichot leaves the puck for Kenny Janssen. Berard a little shaken on that play.
Well, the Rangers are doing a good job on Berard. As soon as he gets the puck, they're going to him. They're not giving him enough time. He's a good passer.
And his big shot deflected wide by Samuelsson and caroms off the glass into the crowd.
As soon as Brian Berard gets the puck, he ends up with this is Berg after he steals the puck and then walks in all alone. Good job by Fichot. He recognized that the puck was rolling. And then Brian Berard right here. Look at that. Player right there. That's Brian Leach. How about that defensive play? Perfect positioning. Berard not enough time to control the puck. This is going to be a good player in the National Hockey League. I like the way this kid plays.
He makes $850,000 as a rookie in the league. If he wins the Calder Trophy as Rookie of the Year, he'll get a $600,000 bonus.
And he has got a great chance. And he started off slow. The first 20 games, not many points. Just 8 assists, no goals.
McCabe with 30 seconds to go on the Islander power play. Karpovtsev roughing up Bertuzzi in front. McInnes pass blocked. Kept in by the Islanders. McCabe with room. Walks in. Pass across blocked by Karpovtsev. Shot by McInnes is a save by Richter.
What ended up happening, Sam, is that the Islanders had a 5-on-3 because Messier was looking for the breakaway and he was out in the neutral zone and the Islanders kept the puck in. This is in front of the net. Bertuzzi taking a shot here from Karpovtsev. Trying to move him is difficult.
The rough play. Karpovtsev is on a 1-year contract. He was a holdout in training camp, and he has really elevated his game. He's playing much more physically and is much more consistent this season than ever before.
Well, he wanted a lot more money than they were willing to give him and settled for the 1-year deal. And I guess that's what you have to do. If you're going to sign a 1-year contract, then you've got to perform.
Yep. Worked around the boards by Leach and out of the zone. 10 seconds to go on the man advantage for the Islanders. 8:45 to go second period. No scoring here in the second. Rangers have a 2-0 lead. Goals by Karpovtsev and Messier. And Leach with another clear. Janssen comes back to get it. Teams are at full strength, and the Islanders are 0 for 3 on the power play in the game. Kenny Janssen. Brian Smolinski with room. He fires, and a save by Richter. McCabe taken away by Sundstrom. Mike Richter has been very sharp for the Rangers.
You're reading my mind. He has really looked very, very solid in goal. Everything he's seeing, he's playing his positioning perfectly, and he's coming up with the big saves. Here's the last chance on Brian Smolinski.
Mike Richter has made 16 saves this afternoon and has been very, very sharp. Dominik Hasek, 26 wins, leads the league. Patrick Roy second. Richter, Hextall, and Fuhr tied at 24. And that's a nice group of 5 right there, Joe.
Yeah, Mike Richter had a slow start to the season, but he was so wonderful in the World Cup, leading Team USA to that championship. And a lot of those players had a difficult time getting going. Mike Richter was one of them, but he's certainly back on his game now.
The turnaround in November by the Rangers was led by Messier, Leach, and Richter. Those 3, when they picked up their games, the Rangers started to go. And they're 12 over 500 since the point when they were way down at 6 under. Mike Richter has been very, very sharp, the most valuable player in the World Cup before the season started. And as Mike Richter, Mark Messier, Wayne Gretzky, and Brian Leetch go, that will be the fate of the New York Rangers.
Yeah, and what the Islanders have to do now, because Richter is so sharp, the other thing, he's seeing most of the shots. And they've got to start driving to the net more and try and get in front of him, because he is the way he's on his game, he's nearly impossible to beat if he can see the shot. So what you have to do is get in front of him, either screen him or look for some deflections, because just trying to beat him from 20, 30, 40, 50 feet just isn't going to work.
Brian McCabe, the defenseman, taking faceoffs. He was the center in junior, but with the problems the Islanders are having, Rick Bowness is looking for somebody to step up and win some faceoffs.
And he won the faceoff.
Flatley sends it in. That was the first faceoff he's taken in today's game. Here's Flatley in the corner, looking to center, comes all the way through. Islanders recover. Berard moves it to Smolinski. Richter steers it to Leetch. Leetch moves it around to Flatley.
And now Rick Bowness is playing his top line against the Rangers' third line. He's made a change. He had been playing them against Gretzky.
Berard couldn't handle the pass. Smolinski's shot is a save by Richter. Palffy takes a long shot, deflects wide. Berg trying to chip it clear, and it's out of the zone. Smolinski recovers it. Ryan Smolinski, who came over from Pittsburgh in a trade for Darius Kasparaitis and scored 17 goals on a pace for 31. So he missed the early portion of the season, but he's also only on a contract through this season.
And they like the way he's played. They want him to play better, but he is scoring goals.
Pilon centering pass, broken up by Carpenter. Shot by Green. He scores. He beat Vorobiev to the puck. Travis Green, his first goal in the last 11 games. And the Islanders have broken through, and it's 2-1. Good hustle by Travis Green.
He needed a goal. And it all started with a good defensive play at the Islanders' blue line. That's where they broke up the play right here. They moved the other way, and Pilon ends up with it. Now, look, they keep moving. The Rangers are trying to change on the play, and then just great passing. And there's Travis Green beating Vorobiev, as you mentioned. But the Rangers were changing on the play. That gave the Islanders some room, and then they go right to the net. Travis Green needed a goal. Good job by Pilon, all the way from his own end. He's not noted as an offensive player, but he picked it up, did a good job. They got the Rangers on a change, and quickly they went the other way. Remember what Rick Bowness said, we score on turnover.
Islanders right back. King shot deflected by Karpovtsev. King again. Richter stops play. And the building alive. The Islander fans have something to cheer about now. Travis Green had not had a point in the last 4 games and no goals in the last 10 before scoring his 11th of the season.
Yeah, Travis Green's had a difficult time. There's Pilon. Look at all the Rangers trying to get back in the zone. They don't get back quickly enough. Karpovtsev had a chance to clear it. Did not. And there was Travis Green off the turnover and on the rush.
And it seemed like Richter had overcommitted to the right side, Joe.
Well, he was going over there, and Karpovtsev, if he would have let the puck go, I think it might have gone into the corner, but he stopped it. Richter was going over thinking that the other Islander player would have had the chance to score on the other side.
Graves out with the puck. Green from Pilon at 13:32 puts the Islanders on the board. McInnes across to Pilon. Karpovtsev able to clear the zone. And Rich Pilon has it again. McInnes across to Derek King. King comes in. Makes the play. Deflected score. Kenny Johnson off a beautiful pass from Marty McInnes. And the Islanders have tied it with 2 quickies. Oh, brilliant passing play by the Islanders and a great goal for Kenny Johnson. He can't bear to look, Joe.
It's not easy. What a passing play. Again, the Islanders score on the rush. Look how they're able to get the blue line, and then they just head to the net. What passing. And no one picks up Kenny Johnson. There he is. No one picks him up. A lot of Rangers around him, but no one close enough to make the defensive play. The Rangers have plenty of players back. You've got to get your stick on somebody. They didn't in the perfect passing play, and Richter didn't have much of a chance on the deflection.
Johnson's second goal of the season. McInnes and King assist at 14:20. So in a span of 48 seconds, the Islanders have scored 2 to tie it. Just when it seemed like they were down and out of the game, they bounced back.
And there's a buzz in this building. And it all started with, and we talked about it before, Fischel made some good saves when they were down 2-0. I think he kept them in the game at that point. And then the Islanders, with the good defensive play, the Rangers in the second period have the long change. Their bench is way over on the other side of the red line, so they were trying to change on that play and had a difficult time, and the Islanders got back in the game.
But I also think, Joe, overall, the Islanders have played better defensively in the second period. They've tightened up defensively. Rangers have had fewer shots in the second period and fewer chances. A penalty has been called, I believe, by referee Mark Fawcett. Luc Robitaille is being ushered to the penalty box. And Dan Plant for the Islanders. So coincidental minors, and the teams will be skating 4 aside.
You make a good point, Sam. The Islanders are standing up at the blue line more, and they've got players coming back. And the Rangers, though, are also doing something a little bit different. Instead of getting the puck in, they're trying to make more plays at the blue line. The first period, they were conservative. They got to the blue line, no play, the puck went in. There it is right there along the boards, those two players. Luc Robitaille, a couple of punches. And now we'll play some 4-on-4. And the key player on this 4-on-4, 2 key players. Leach for the Rangers, the defenseman coming late. And watch Brian Berard for the Islanders.
Okay. The veteran star Leach, the young star for the Islanders, the up-and-coming star Berard. Robitaille and Plant 2 minutes each for roughing it, 14:34. Gretzky, Sundstrom, Driver and Leach for the Rangers. Driver goes deep. His pass goes all the way through and comes out of the zone. Leach recovers it. McInnes make that Palffy, Smolinski, LaChance and Berard for the Islanders. You mentioned Berard, but certainly watch out for Palffy.
A lot of offense out there right now, both teams.
Lead for Leach. Leach around the net. It's blocked by LaChance. Good defensive play by Scott LaChance. Bouncing in front and thrown into the corner by Berard, who made a good play. Out in center, Zygmunt Palffy. Taken away by Gretzky. And the Rangers have too many men on the ice, I believe, on a bad change.
Exactly right, Sam. That change was made way too early. Leach was trying to get off the ice. The Rangers with too many men.
Samuelson came off the bench. Penalty on the Rangers. You're watching the NHL on Fox, and we're glad you're doing that. Sam Rosen along with Joe Micheletti at Nassau Veterans Memorial Coliseum, and this game has taken a dramatic turn. Suddenly it's the Rangers who are making the mistakes, and the Islanders are coming on, and they have a power play advantage. Too many men on the ice at 15:22. Fourth power play Islanders. It's a 4-on-3 skating advantage. Smolinski, Palffy, McCabe, and McInnes. McCabe with the puck. Now Palffy. Pass across deflected by Graves. Graves, Messier, and Leach on for the Rangers. Smolinski to McCabe. Smolinski back to McCabe for the shot. He shanked it. Messier able to clear.
Just before that shank on that shot, an excellent play by Adam Graves in front. Just diving with his stick to deflect the pass. That would have been a wide open net.
McCabe's pass to Palffy in his skates. He recovers. Smolinski leads the Islanders with 6 power play goals. McCabe has the puck. He's got a good shot. He passes to Smolinski. McInnes set up in front. Smolinski waiting. Down low, Palffy. Saved by Richter. Messier off the boards and out.
Richter got the pads together. Palffy had a little bit of room, and very quickly it was Richter getting the pads together and making the save.
10 seconds left in the 4-on-3. 55 seconds to go in the power play for the Islanders. Pass deflected. King backhander goes wide. King and Bertuzzi on. It's cleared by Karpovtsev. Karpovtsev and Driver have come on for the Rangers. Now it's a 5-on-4 as Robitaille and Plant exit the penalty boxes. Travis Green for the Islanders. Game tied 2-2, 3:15 to go in the second. Green skating well. Poked away by Driver. Recovered by King. Rangers have Berg and Sundstrom with Karpovtsev and Driver. Islanders have Janssen, King, Green, Bertuzzi, and McInnes. 4 forwards on 1 defenseman. 15 seconds remaining in the power play advantage. Nice move by Derek King. Off the corner boards. Bertuzzi shot blocked by Bukaboom. Bukaboom finds the puck, couldn't clear. McInnes pass in front to Green, gets it back. Now to Green. Down low off the corner boards. Leach is without a stick. McInnes centers back for Janssen. Team's back at full strength. Toward the net, but wide. Green has the puck. Green winds up, plays it deep behind the net. Leach has his stick back now. King working. Back pass to Kenny Janssen. Wrists it toward the net. It's knocked down. It hit Bukaboom. Played in front. Deflection blocked. Chance for Derek King. The backhander goes wide. Islanders all around the Rangers net. Bukaboom off the glass. Kept in by Green. Good pressure by the Islanders. And Noonan bats it out of the zone. 2 minutes to go in the second.
The Rangers really having a tough time getting the puck out of their end.
Messier, 4-on-2 down low. Score! How do you like that? The Islanders were all over the Rangers, did everything but put the puck in the net, and suddenly a 4-on-2 developed, and the Rangers cash in.
Yeah, the Rangers were struggling in their end. The Islanders doing everything they could to take the lead. Finally, the Rangers get it out, and do they ever take advantage? Here's Messier in the middle. He'll end up with it. Now, you see the Islander defenseman? He couldn't get out of the zone, so he's got to just back in. That gives Messier all kinds of time, and the little fake on Janssen. See where Janssen is, the defenseman? He's got to back up. Now, watch a fake here, goes around him, and then the quick shot. Then Fischel only gets a piece of it. That fake also fooled Fischel the first time. Here it is again. Watch a fake. Janssen down. Now the quick shot. Fischel was also fooled on it and could only get a piece of the shot. What a great goal by Mark Messier.
It is his 8th 2-goal game of the season. 31 goals for Mark Messier, who had 47 last season and continues to play at a tremendous level at age 36. He is having a fabulous year for the Rangers. Rangers regain the lead. It's 3-2. Samuelsson pushing the puck ahead. If the Rangers touch it, it'll be a hand pass. They're waiting for the Islanders to touch it. And it's waved off. Lapointe did make the play. Robitaille against Lapointe in the corner. Robitaille goes down. Lapointe hits him. Sundstrom has the puck. Blocked by Lapointe. Lapointe goes down, tripped over Robitaille's stick. Robitaille fanned on it. Penalty upcoming on the Islanders as Berard took down Sundstrom. A holding call. And the Rangers have now regained the momentum.
The New York Ranger right there is Luc Robitaille. What a job he does on the boards. First he gets the puck to Sundstrom, and then he puts himself in a position to get the shot. Here it comes right here. Doesn't get it. The puck bounced over his stick. But that play by Robitaille, his strength in the corner, leads to the Islanders taking a penalty, and the Rangers have come back. They've regained the momentum and now are on the power play and leading 3-2.
Messier got his second of the game, 31st of the season, from Berg and Noonan at 18:07. The penalty is Berard for holding at 18:58. Rangers' 4th power play. They're 1 for 3. Messier with the puck. The 2 goals today for Mark Messier, putting him over the 30-goal mark. He has scored 30 or more goals 11 times in his NHL career. Messier with it. Gretzky. Janssen is without the helmet. Got knocked off in the collision along the boards with Messier. McInnes with a good takeaway and a clear. Final second period.
Mark Messier was saying when he was asked about his age, he says, well, when it comes down to your will to compete, that's what's important, and he certainly still has that.
Gretzky, I don't know if anyone has greater will than he. Save off Robitaille. Good save by Fischel with 6.6 seconds remaining in the second period. At the end of the second period, stay tuned for the new Dodge intermission. James Brown and Dave Maloney will get you updated on scores around the league and highlights. And Craig Simpson will be talking with Fred Hull of the St. Louis Blues coming up on the new Dodge Intermission Report.
The players we talked about, Messier, Gretzky, Leach, they have been the difference in this game for the New York Rangers, and Mike Richter also. Roy Gretzky, when he gets the puck, passes it so quickly. And Robitaille had that last chance.
Gretzky with 2 goals. Excuse me, Messier with 2 goals. Gretzky and Leach with an assist each. Mark Messier stretched his point-scoring streak to 10 consecutive games with 16 points in the last 10 games. 7 goals and 9 assists. Chance for Gretzky and a save by Pichot. He didn't know where it was. But Wayne Gretzky, who has had trouble putting the puck in the net, 15 games plus 2 periods without a goal. He had a good chance there. Pichot came up with a save.
Robitaille, great pass. Gretzky, a rolling puck. Pichot didn't know where it was. And he was still able to make the save on Gretzky.
End of 2. Rangers 3, Islanders 2. JB and Dave Maloney will be back after this message and a word from your local Fox station.
Back here in Hollywood, we welcome you to the new Dodge Intermission. Along with Dave Maloney, I'm James Brown in New York. The turf war continues. It's a good one today. Rangers on the strength of 2 goals by Messier, lead by 1.
Mario Lemieux in Pittsburgh hoping Scotty Bowman doesn't get his 1000th win today. He's got a lot to say. Mario, he gets a goal the first period, his second of the day. He knocks it out of the air, but Detroit comes back here. Brendan Shanahan's going to tip it in. Folks, watch the shading right there. He knocks that one out of the air. It's below the crossbar. That one counts. 3-3 is the score. They're going to get their first lead of the day. Butcher's going to shoot in the net. That'll go off of McCarty. 4-3 Detroit. But you know what? They're not done yet. Pittsburgh shorthanded here. Greg Johnson just acquired from Pittsburgh, from Detroit. Sets up Peter Nedved. What a wrist shot. 4-4, a lot of offense here.
In this shootout, Brendan Shanahan with 2 goals.
He sure has. They're playing well right here. Shanahan, we're going to go to Colorado. Colorado gets on the board in the second period. That's a power play. Mike Ricci will tap it in. A minute 17 later, Zamoff on a slapper. Patrick Law wants that one back. 2-1 Chicago, a gritty Blackhawk effort in the Mile High City.
As you recall, Zamoff acquired in that trade for Jeremy Roenick.
The Golden Brett, boy, he loves playing for Quenneville. I'm not sure he misses Mike Keenan. We'll talk to him later. This is a cross-ice pass right here. Goal, Joel Murphy to Pearson. St. Louis up by 2. They'll go up by 3 right here. Tic-tac-toe. Millette forgets about Turgeon. Pierre Turgeon, 3-0 St. Louis. Boston does score 3-1 after 2.
In goal for the Blues, Grant Fuhr, 15 saves. Nice job indeed. You know, the Blues have certainly been playing extremely well, and we're going to find out a little bit more about why. We're going to talk to Brett Hull after this message. All right. Tonight on ESPN2, the Flyers take on the Devils at 7:30 Eastern. Then tomorrow on ESPN's National Hockey Night, the great one, Wayne Gretzky and the Rangers travel to Miami to take on the Florida Panthers. Coverage begins at 8 Eastern. As we welcome you back to the NHL on Fox. You know, since Brett Hull was traded from Calgary to St. Louis, that nearly 9 years ago, he has been both the Blues' best and most important player. He showed why again Thursday night against Dallas, notching his 28th career hat trick. Craig Simpson sat down with Hull earlier today and talked about his well-documented woes with former coach Mike Keenan.
It was just for everybody. It was so traumatic, you know, young kids coming up and down. There was guys that actually brought up from Worcester to Ottawa one day, had pregame meal with us and went back after pregame meal. So it was very traumatic for everybody. You never knew where you stood. Didn't know whether you were coming or going, didn't know if your line mate was going to be your line mate after the first shift of the game, and it just made it so hard to play.
Yeah, I heard you at one point say, hey, I can hardly even play this game. Did you ever think it wouldn't turn around for you?
I really did. I didn't know what was going to happen. Right near the end when the decisions were finally made to make the coaching change, I was really incapable of playing a game. If you would have not looked at it and said, that's Brett Hull, you would have said, this kid can't play in the league.
This long pass for Hull. Onside, over the line, one man back, he shoots, he scores! Oh, baby! What a shot
Joel Quenneville been the big difference, settled everybody down emotionally?
Yeah, no question. As soon as he came in, he went right in and he told us he wants to put in the kind of a semi-trap system. He gave us a direction on which way to go, and he said, look, everything's going to be positive from now on. I don't know and I don't really care what happened in the past, but I know that things were good and everything's going to be positive. We're going to look forward, we're going to pat each other on the back, and we are going to win hockey games.
You know, Bobby was able to win a Stanley Cup in Chicago. Now, how important is it for Brett Hull to get his hands on that Stanley Cup?
Well, it really is. I mean, I've done a lot of things personally, statistic-wise, but those things don't matter, and I take all my goals and throw them in the Mississippi, right downtown St. Louis, if I could get that Stanley Cup. And I think with Joel and the basic base of our team, we've got potential to do that.
Now, this summer you played on the World Cup champion U.S. team. You're a Canadian citizen. What precipitated the playing for the U.S. instead of Canada?
Well, that happened a long time ago. You know, my second year in college at University of Minnesota Duluth, I'm playing, and both coaches came to watch me play, Team Canada and Team USA, and Dave King of Canada said that I wasn't able, ability-wise, to play for Team Canada. And Team USA came and asked me if I'd play for the '86 World Championship team in Moscow. And from then, I was just loyal to Team USA because they gave me that opportunity to enhance my career and get to a place like I am now.
Brett Hull is right. There has been kind of a team renaissance since Joe Quenneville has come on board, and Brett Hull personally is on track for his 6th 50-goal season. The NHL on Fox will continue after this.
The Battle of New York goes on. The Rangers leading the Islanders 3-2, preparing to start the third period. The history of these two teams have had dramatic moments. In 1984, the Islanders were 4-time Stanley Cup champions. Mike Bossy, the scoring hero. Brian Trottier, the big leader. And the Islanders met the Rangers in round 1 in a 3-out-of-5 series with 39 seconds to go in Game 5. Don Maloney tied it. They went to overtime. Ken Morrow with the shot through the legs of Glenn Hanlon. The Islanders won the series in 5. They went on to the Stanley Cup Finals, but were beaten in 5 games by Wayne Gretzky, Mark Messier, and the Edmonton Oilers. We'll be right back. Getting ready for what should be a big finish. Rangers and Islanders. Rangers led 2-0 end of the first. Islanders really came on, Joe. They got some life in the building. They scored the 2 quick goals to tie it. Now, we'll see if they're deflated by that late goal by Mark Messier.
Well, they're working hard, and they turned this game around because they did what they do best, breaking a play up at the neutral zone and then coming back the other way. Here's the end of it. This is Travis Green coming in. Right there, just deflecting the puck up and over Mike Richter. That made it 2-1. 48 seconds later, they come right back down. What a passing play. Kenny Janssen in front, deflects it in. That tied the game. And you saw the disgruntled look on Mark Messier. Well, he makes it 3-2. Fake, quick shot, fool's fee show on the play, who just gets a piece of it. And Mark Messier came right back to give the Rangers a 3-2 lead.
Mark Messier with a 2-goal game, his 8th 2-goal game of the season. Has 31 goals on the year to lead the New York Rangers. And a look at the Bud Ice stats. Shots on goal, Islanders 26, Rangers 16. Scoring chances, the edge to the Islanders. Rangers a slight edge on faceoffs, which is not bad for the Islanders. Power plays, a big factor. Rangers 1 for 3, and the Islanders 0 for 4.
Yeah, I was going to say, Sam, to me, that's the big key right there, because the Rangers have struggled killing penalties. And the Islanders have had some chances on the power play and have not scored. To me, right now, that's the difference in the game.
Wayne Gretzky, who picked up his 57th assist of the season, is 3rd in the league in scoring. Mark Messier is 7th in the league in scoring, and Brian Leetch tied for 8th in the league in scoring starting play today. Gretzky with 1 point, Messier with 2, and Leetch with 1. And we're underway with Messier, Gretzky, and Robitaille. Rangers on the power play for another 50 seconds to start this third period, with Brian Berard off for holding. Messier checked by McCabe. Finds Driver. Now Gretzky Taken away and cleared by McCabe. Islanders with Plant, LaPointe, McCabe, and Janssen.
There's the aggressive penalty killing we were talking about earlier. Gretzky, no time to handle the puck. As soon as it came to him, the Islanders forced him and cleared the zone.
Messier controls. Robitaille goes in front. Messier, Gretzky, and Robitaille with Leach and Driver. Good pressure from LaPointe. Here's Driver with some room. Save, Pichot. Off the boards. Kept in by Driver. Robitaille's got it. Battle with Janssen. Janssen couldn't clear. Driver. Deflection by Messier. Save. Rebound. Save. Pichot. Two big saves. One on the deflection by Messier and the rebound by Robitaille.
Good passing by the Rangers. Here's the first deflection. He might have hit himself. Yeah, he hit his own leg with it. But then it was the rebound where Pichot just dove at the puck. An aggressive save by Pichot as he keeps his team to within a goal.
Pichot 3-1 in his last 4. Second year, man, former first-round draft pick of the Toronto Maple Leafs. Islanders involved in a big trade last season, and that was a big acquisition. Rick Bowness, who is the new head coach, has 2 more years on his contract after this one.
I like Rick Bowness. He's, to me, he's got great communication with the players, and at the same time, he's a fiery coach. He demands a lot of hard work. And his team has come back after falling behind. They showed some poise, came back, and put themselves back in this game.
Team's back at full strength. Palffy shot it high off the glass. Rangers 1 for 4 on the power play of the game. Rangers have Nemchinov, Bergen, Flatley on opposite the Palffy group. Palffy on with Smolinski and McInnes.
Hey, Sam, the other thing, we haven't seen a lot out of Zygmunt Palffy, but he can be that way. He can be unnoticeable for most of the game, and then suddenly the puck's on his stick. He'll slide into an area, and he's suddenly a factor in the game. That's the way he plays. He tries to get lost on the ice, which a lot of the goal scorers do. Brett Hull, we saw him between periods. He can get lost, and suddenly the puck's on the stick, and it's in the net.
Zygmunt Palffy signed a 2-year contract for $3.1 million. His agent now talking with Mike Milbury about redoing it and getting an extension for a lot more money to get true market value to lock him up for a few more years, because Zygmunt Palffy has proven he's one of the top players in the league.
And that's one of the reasons why the people here on Long Island are coming back to watch his team play, because of a player like Zygmunt Palffy and the youngster Brian Berard.
Todd Bertuzzi blocked by Samuelson. Karpovtsev moves it up the boards to Noonan. Now Messier takes over. Messier, Graves, and Noonan. Lead for Samuelson was blocked by Janssen. With the Rangers perhaps protecting the lead a little bit, or maybe thinking a little more defensively, Vorobiev is not on the line with Messier. It's Noonan, a more defensive-minded player. Noonan right now is without his stick. It's back behind the net. Rangers dump it in. And the Rangers change. Noonan and Messier go off.
Now the Rangers want to win this game. Their last 8 losses have all come against teams that have been under 500. And the Islanders, a team under 500, they want to break that string.
Sundstrom. Holding, shooting. Off the glove of Pichot. Had trouble with it, but he covers up.
Looked like he lost it. He was going one way. It looked like he waved at it with his glove and almost missed it. And he seemed confused on the Messier goal as well, Sam. He seemed to be moving. Here it is again. Look at Pichot. I mean, it was a hard shot, but that's the type of shot that goaltenders generally don't have too tough of a time with, because it's a wrist shot from well out. Just kind of took a stab at it, nearly missed it, but able to cover up as well.
Eric Pichot and Tommy Salo have been splitting the duties in goal for the Islanders. Wayne Gretzky set against Claude LaPointe. Driver works it down the boards. Berard goes to the puck. Taken away by Robitaille. Now Gretzky, open man! Save made by Pichot on Robitaille. It was Sundstrom who had taken the puck away along the boards. Robitaille was open, and Gretzky found him, and Pichot makes a great save.
What a pass from Gretzky, and then he'll get some help, will Pichot, by LaPointe. There it is there. Now watch LaPointe as the puck is squirting away back towards the creek. Wow, what an unbelievable pass, and great reflexes here from Pichot. Look at the reflexes, and Luc Robitaille didn't wait. He let it go quickly. Watch how quickly Pichot gets over there. And look at the save, and then LaPointe and the loose puck. LaPointe is right there to help cover up, but That's vintage Wayne Gretzky. Give him much time at all. Just get in the open. Get your stick on the ice and get in the open, and Gretzky will put it there.
Robitaille with 7 shots on goal in the game. He has 23 goals on the season, matching his total for the entire season last year.
Robitaille's played well in this game. He's made some good plays in the corners, and as we just saw, he's had some chances to score.
And he just set up Sundstrom, who chipped the shot way wide. Gretzky's pass blocked by McCabe, and McCabe able to clear it out. Green for Palffy, and into the Ranger zone. Richter has to go off his stick. Bookeboom tied up with Palffy. Bookeboom lost his stick but gets the puck to Sundstrom. Now Gretzky. Open man is Sundstrom. Waiting. Trying to get it to Gretzky. He was checked by Palffy. And out come the Islanders. Ryan Smolinski against Brian Leetch. Bookeboom goes to the puck. Leetch. Now Sundstrom. Leads Gretzky in. Gretzky against LaChance. Centers, and Smolinski there to take it away.
Gretzky was hoping a defenseman was moving up on the play, which they normally do, but the Ranger defense was making a change, so the other 2 defensemen coming out were well behind the play.
Scott LaChance. Rick Bowness says he's been the most consistent defenseman for the Islanders all season.
Well, they took the onus off him from being an offensive defenseman, which everyone expected him to be when he was the 4th overall pick. So they took that pressure away from him, just said, go out and play. And he has, and he's been very good.
Puck deflects up into the crowd, stopping play. 16:03 to go. 3rd period. Plant and Cairns do some pushing and shoving. Big Eric Cairns getting involved with Dan Plant.
Well, he's a big guy, plays tough. That's Lapointe first. They exchange sticks. Now watch, right at the end of this play, little stick right there. Lapointe feels it, and then Plant comes in to try and help out. Talk about a mismatch. give him high marks for jumping in to help out Lapointe.
2 minutes each for roughing at 3:57. And the teams will skate 4 aside. So make that Dan Plant in the penalty box for the Islanders. Son was born Wednesday, I believe, Joe. 9 pounds, 2 ounces.
Big boy.
Messier, Leetch, Driver, and Graves for the Rangers. King, Green, Berard, and Janssen for the Islanders. Shot by Messier, deflected off a leg. Karam's into the crease, and Fichot covers up.
And both these coaches going with their best offensive players. Messier up front, along with Graves, though, this time. Graves trying to get to the front of the net. Pretty good job by Kenny Janssen. You can see Graves, though, with the stick. See the puck down here? Graves had that stick down there. It looks like he tried to get the... There's the puck. You see Graves? Got the stick in there and nearly jammed it underneath Fichot.
Rangers with a 1-goal lead. 15:46 to go in the 3rd. Messier and Graves, the forward unit for the Rangers on this 4-on-4 skating situation. McCabe winds it around to Travis Green. Green on with Lapointe, McCabe, and LaChance for the Islanders. Scott LaChance slowed down by Messier's stick check, and he's stopped by Driver. Driver moves the puck to Graves. He's one-on-one with Smolinski. Smolinski stays with him and takes him to the boards. Graves gets it to Driver for a shot that's wide. And Travis Green takes over. Taken away by Smolinski from Driver. Smolinski's pass tipped. Green back to Smolinski. Centering pass through. Trying to get it to Green on the give and go. Nice play, but it just failed to click.
Good job by Mark Messier coming all the way back to the net on Green and helping out defensively.
Wayne Gretzky on with Nicholas Sundstrom. Ulf Samuelsson and Alexander Karpatsev for the Rangers. Here's Gretzky cutting in. Shooting, and it's deflected into the crowd.
And a good play by McCabe there, making the play, getting his stick in and deflecting the shot.
Time for a Pizza Hut game break. Let's go to James Brown in the Fox Television Center.
St. Louis Boston update. Sam and Joe, take a look at this play. Classic move by Sweeney going to the net. That opens up for the cross-ice pass. And, of course, Mr. Tocchet scores it. 3-2. Blues back to Sam Rosen. Joe Micheletti.
Thanks, JB. A lot of teams interested in Rick Tocchet, Joe.
A lot of teams interested in Adam Oates, Sam.
What do you think? You think they'll move him?
Well, I think that they're going to wait for a while. These are some big games. They go out and play a couple of good games on the road. They come back home and lose a huge game to Hartford. And this is a team that's struggling to make the playoffs. If it gets to that point, I think they might make some deals.
Foul feet to Berard. Berard for McInnes. He missed it. He had a wide open net. Nice passing by the Islanders, but McInnes missed. Sundstrom to Karpovtsev. Karpovtsev moves across, stopped by Janssen. Gretzky takes over. In front, Sundstrom, but off his stick. He finds it again. Save Fichot. Alfie out with it. 10 seconds in the 4-on-4 situation. Gretzky tried to clear it away. McInnes got a shot off and missed. And Leach has it. Team's back at full strength. 6 minutes gone by in the third. 3-2 Rangers leading it. Leach against McCabe. Off the chest of Fichot.
Sam, the Islanders have done a pretty good job on Brian Leach today. The one time they let him go, Leach set up Messier on the power play. But other than that, they've been pretty good on Leach.
Bookeboom stood up on McCabe. Forced the puck out of the zone. Rich Pilon for the Islanders. Islanders still without Dennis Vasky. He's been out since November with concussion syndrome. He's been taking treatment for it. And he's just started to ride the bike. He hopes to be back in about 6 weeks before the last drive for the playoffs. And he hopes he's ready sometime in March. Puck was touched with a high stick.
Yeah, he would really help. A 29-year-old, that's an excellent defenseman, skates well. And here's the chance. This is Palffy, and there's Berard following up the play. And what a pass. And it was just a bouncing puck. You could see that puck bounce, but what a play by Berard. Everyone thought he was going to shoot, and at the last moment just dumped it off the other side.
Islanders behind, but no shots on goal here in the third.
No, it's been the Rangers that have come out and played well defensively. Even though that last 4-on-4, there was an excellent scoring chance by the Islanders, and that puck just bouncing a little bit. Seemed to handcuff McInnes somewhat, and he looked a little surprised to get the pass from Berard.
Claude Lapointe and Sergei Nemchinov for the face-off. Nemchinov's been doing a lot of extra work in practice on face-offs, trying to improve and become more reliable and more consistent.
And Lapointe's been pretty good on face-offs in this game, in particular in his own zone. This is a big one here.
And he wins it. McCabe steps up and shoots, deflected across. Bill Berg gets to it for the Rangers. And plays it out of the zone. Nemchinov takes it away. Plays it deep. And Flatley's after with Lapointe and Pilon for the Islanders. Flatley controls, centers in front, kicked away by McCabe. McCabe chases it down, reverses. And Rich Pilon gets to it. And Eric Cairns. Richter swings it around the boards. Brent Hughes stops it, takes a hit. Plant trying to play it. Set up for Lapointe, deflected by Flatley. Into the crowd it goes. 12:38 to go, third period. Rangers holding a 1-goal lead. Next week, the NHL on Fox features the Rangers and Chicago Blackhawks at the United Center. 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific. Joe and I will be there to bring you that game. Adam Graves leads Mark Messier in with speed. He shoots, save Fichot. Berard against Messier. Messier looking for a hat trick. He has 18 in his NHL career. And 1 this season. Pass behind Derek King goes all the way down. It'll be an icing on the Islanders. And play stops. This is the start of a lot of road games for the Rangers. The next 4 in a row, including this one, and 10 of their next 12 after this one will be on the road. At Florida tomorrow night, next Thursday in St. Louis, next Saturday on Fox in Chicago, home Monday afternoon against New Jersey, then at New Jersey, at Hartford, at Philadelphia. Tough schedule coming up for the Rangers, though they've played well on the road. 9-3 in their last 12 road games, and they've won 3 in a row.
Well, if these 3 players continue to play like they're playing, they'll win some more road games. Messier, Gretzky, Leach. Not a bad threesome.
Oh, Doesn't get much better. And if we could somehow superimpose Mike Richter in there, we could make it the big four.
Yeah, great point, because he certainly has been good in this game.
There's Mike.
There he is. He is really playing under control, is he not, Sam? I mean, he's out there, the angle shots, his angles are perfect, not being overly aggressive, yet aggressive enough to cut down the angles and control rebounds.
Mike looks up. That Lady Liberty on his mask was taken and used as part of the Rangers logo for the third jerseys that the Rangers are using. Rangers actually packed 3 different jerseys for this road trip, Joe, using the third jerseys today. They'll use their regular road jerseys in Florida tomorrow and Thursday in St. Louis. Then next week they'll wear their whites when the Blackhawks will wear their third jerseys on Fox.
Our trainers are busy.
Messier with a back pass comes out of the zone. Janssen did a good job to tie up Messier. 11:40 to go in the third. 3-2, Rangers leading it. Rangers led 2-0 out of the first. Islanders tied it with 2 goals in the span of 48 seconds in the second. Then Mark Messier's late goal in the second period, and the Rangers regain the lead. Intercepted by McCabe and dumps it in. Karpovtsev recovers it for the Rangers.
The Rangers have really slowed this game down. They have made sure that they've got plenty of players back in the neutral zone and in their zone as well, and they have just slowed everything down, and that's certainly playing to their advantage.
Rangers whistle for icing, stopping play with 11:11 remaining in this third period. And the man in the middle there is Mike Milbury, the general manager now, gave up the coaching title, watching his team.
He didn't want to give up the coaching title.
No.
He wants to coach. He thought he did a good job coaching, but the new owner came in, and this is going to be an important draft and off season for the New York Islanders. They could end up with the top 2 picks in the draft.
They have Toronto's first-round draft pick.
That's right. And the other thing is that I think John Spano is going to spend some money on free agents, so he wants to look at that market.
That puck hit Samuelson as he was turned. Berard took the shot. This is Robitaille with Gretzky. Pass through, and Gretzky was checked by Palffy. Couldn't get a good shot off. Good play by Palffy coming back. Sundstrom to Gretzky. Around to Robitaille. Trying to get it back to Gretzky, but Smolinski takes over and lifts it clear.
Well, you notice the 2-on-1 the Rangers had. We could see them with a few more because the Islanders have to start taking some chances.
Robitaille shoots, deflected by LaChance into the crowd. It goes. 5th and final meeting of the season between these 2 teams. Islanders have won 2, Rangers 1, and there's been 1 tie in the career series. The Islanders have the lead. Rangers started off the early years dominating the series, and the Islanders came back to take command. Now it's been real close recently. This game is presented by authority of the National Hockey League and is intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast or the use of this telecast without the express written consent of the National Hockey League is prohibited.
Now, Sam, those Islander teams of the late 70s, early 80s weren't bad, were they?
No. Wow. Those were the best.
Now, that's what they're hoping to try and regenerate here on Long Island. They're hoping that Ryan Berard turns out to be the next Dennis Potvin, and they're hoping that Ziggy Palffy ends up to be the next Mike Bossy.
Cruz for LaPointe. Richter stops the puck. And Flatley bangs it off the boards. Taken back. Flatley into the Islanders zone it goes as we come down toward the midway point of the third period.
Yeah, and they're hoping Todd Bertuzzi turns out to be the next Clark Gillis.
Okay. We can go on and on with those analogies. Will Rick Bowness be Al Arbor? Cruz holding. Pressured by Leach. Wraparound try just went wide. Good effort by Cruz. He just missed. Bukaboom pushes it to Leach. Cruz on him. Off the board. Steve Webb keeps it in. Good work by this 4th line for the Islanders. Armstrong, Cruz, and Webb. Nemchinov pushes it out of the zone.
And did you see the defenseman for the Islanders all the way up? LaChance was way in the offensive corner.
Webb with a hit on Samuelson. Flatley works it out to center. Stopped by Derek King for Kenny Janssen. Berard's pass intended for King. It'll be an icing on the Islanders. 9:05 to go in the third period.
There's Cruz. He's big, he's strong. There's Brian Leach trying to go after him. Cruz does a good job, though, getting to the front of the net. And it just slid that puck wide to the far post. Leach tried to release, put pressure on him right away, and Cruz was quick. He anticipated Leach coming, went to the other side, and Leach did a pretty good job, though, staying with him after that.
Leach is an outstanding all-around defenseman. His offensive abilities are so noticeable. That's the thing you look at first, but he is an excellent player in his own zone.
Yeah, he really is, and we saw that shot of him on the bench. It looks like he's not even tired. Doesn't look like he's breathing. He's got great stamina, and he can be out there for a long shift and come back to the bench and rest for 10 seconds, and he'll tell Coley Campbell he's ready to go again, and he is.
Messier on with Graves and Noonan. Opposite Travis Green, who's on with McInnes and King. And linesman doing some talking to Travis Green. Finally drops the puck. Green won the face-off. Able to get it out of the zone under the 9-minute mark. Janssen chasing after it. Around the boards. Stopped and kept in by Samuelson. Graves is tied up by Janssen. Janssen comes away with it. Graves stays on him. Now it's Derek King for the Islanders. Travis Green. For Derek King, hooked and slowed down by Messier. Messier caught up to him and stopped him. Janssen's got the puck toward the net. A bouncer blocked by Richter, and he lies down on top of the puck.
A great play by Travis Green to start the play outside the blue line, and then the Islanders turn it into a couple of chances, but Mike Richter is there. Here's Travis Green. On this side, Mark Messier and Derek King. Watch the great play by Green. Instead of shooting it in, he makes the pass, and King gets by Messier, but Messier recovers. Right there, good defensive play by Messier, but the Islanders keep it going. They're able to keep it in and end up getting one more scoring chance, and Mike Richter had to make a good save on a deflection.
Derek King with 7 goals in his last 12 games. Rangers have outshot the Islanders here in the third. Berard takes a shot. Tip save by Richter. A deflection by Smolinski. A save by Richter on McInnes.
What a save.
Smolinski again, and it's blocked by Samuelson. Pressure from the Islanders. Rangers clear the zone.
How about that reaction by Richter? And that was going to just get in the inside of the post on the far side.
Karpovtsev puts it back in the Islanders zone. Just under 8 minutes to go in the third period. Rangers leading 3-2. Smolinski across. Karpovtsev takes it. Able to clear it to Gretzky. Sundstrom goes wide left. Back to Gretzky. Forced back by LeChance. Knocked away by Palvey. Cairns got a piece of it. Rangers had a clear out. Would have been offside. Brian Berard heads up ice. Brian Berard will be 20 years old next month.
He's a confident kid, and they love him around here.
I believe he's the 5th youngest player in the league. Nemchinov for Flatley. Pichot got a piece of it, and Janssen clears it aside. Out comes Brian McCabe. McCabe stopped by Cairns. Richter hit Cairns in the skate with a clearing attempt. Derek Armstrong sends it back to McCabe. Toward the net, tipped wide. Nemchinov has it. Trying to force his way through. Comes out to Flatley. Under 7 minutes to go in the third. Kenny Janssen. Blocked by Flatley, who takes it away and scores! Big mistake by Kenny Janssen and the former captain of the Islanders. Burns his former team with a 4th goal for the Rangers. It's 4-2.
A young mistake and a happy veteran. Kenny Janssen tried to make the play from behind the net. Here he comes. Janssen, there he is. Behind the net. He'll try and cut in. And from this way, there he is right there. Flatley. Great play. And then the shot. And he goes up high because Pichot goes down. Excellent play by Flatley. There's Johnson, tries to move it. He just hits the left leg of Flatley, and then Flatley does the rest. Huge goal for the Rangers as they take a 2-goal lead. Play like that, Johnson's got to move the puck to the boards. Has to move it to the board.
How do you think Flatley feels?
Oh, yeah.
Boy, is he feeling good about that one.
He's trying hard not to show all the pearly whites there. But you can see it in his eyes.
First goal in 22 games for Pat Flatley. He'd gone 21 games without a goal. Last goal was December 7th. Messier's pass deflects out. The Rangers have regained a 2-goal lead. They led 2-0. Islanders tied it, and now it's 4-2. Flatley is 7th unassisted at 13-16. Huge goal for the Rangers.
I wonder if he feels eerie now. Coming back here and doing that to the Islanders.
Kenny Janssen was called for a delay of the game, so the Rangers are on a power play here. Janssen may have fired the puck up into the crowd, but he was called after the giveaway for delay of the game. Now there's a penalty called.
McInnes was pulled down, and that'll be an interference call.
Interference call will even things out. Brian Leetch is going off.
Well, McInnes had a step and trying to get through, and Leetch was back there. There's Leetch there. I'm going to hold it off with his hand. Boy, it looked like a pretty good play. He was holding him off, so instead of Leetch going for the puck, he looked up and saw his goaltender, Mike Richter, was coming out of the net to play the puck. So he took the man out of the play, and it's an interference call.
Janssen went for delay of the game at 13-16. Leetch for interference at 14 minutes.
There it is again. There it is to the left. See how Leetch is coming this way, taking the man out? That's because he saw the goaltender, Mike Richter. There's Richter in the picture. He was well out of his net to play the puck.
Skating 4 aside. Comes out to Berard. Deflected by Gretzky. Gretzky, Sundstrom, Samuelson, and Karpovtsev for the Rangers. LaChance keeps it in for the Islanders. Marty McInnes sets up Palffy. Shot went wide. Palffy and McInnes, Berard and LaChance for the Islanders. LaChance. McInnes is open. Saved by Richter. Richter in good position. McInnes went for the 5-hole, and Richter closed the pads and made the save.
And on that play, Ulf Samuelsson, the Ranger defenseman, was in front. He turned and looked to find Palffy, and he just went over to him. Well, he was over on the side of the net. He didn't even worry about the shooter. He just went over and took Palffy out of the play to make sure that he didn't end up with the puck.
Gretzky brings it across. Sundstrom. Kukaboom moves in for Gretzky. Forced back by LaChance. Sundstrom shot is a save by Pichot. Doesn't know where the puck is, but gets help from LaChance. Out comes Marty McInnes. 5 minutes to go in the third. Islanders trailing the Rangers 4-2. Palffy tried to cut in, was upended by Kukaboom, who looked to the referee. Nothing called. Gretzky moves down with Graves. Offside. Graves ahead of the play. 4:48 to go. Here's this shot by Nicholas Sundstrom. Pichot made the save. Sam Rosen and Joe Micheletti at Nassau Veterans Memorial Coliseum in Uniondale, Long Island, where the Rangers and Islanders rivalry has been renewed. And the Rangers have the edge in this one right now. 4-2, getting late. Islanders have a man advantage as Kenny Janssen has returned.
They've got to score here, Sam. They've got a little bit of room now because they're on the power play, and they've got to be able to get a goal to get within one.
King moving on Samuelson, put it in front. Karpovtsev stopped it and bounced it past McCabe. 5-on-4 skating advantage. Samuelson tangled up with King. His stick is actually through the blade, through the skate of Derek King. Look at that. And they had to stop play. The whistle blew. I think Samuelson was fine with the stick being there. Derek King couldn't move. Samuelson said, so what?
Did you see his effort trying to get the stick out? He knew that if he trapped the player in the zone, there's no way that they could carry the puck in, right? So he just stayed there. Look at him. And he's saying, oh, I'm trying hard to get that out. Yeah. How can I get it? How can he get it out when this blade is this way? Look at it. See the blade this way? How are you going to get it out of that little area?
See?
Oh, yeah, look at it. Look at it. Oh, there we go.
But that's after the whistle.
Oh, P. Samuelson. Look at him. He's got the little smirk on his face. That's a smart play. Yep. Keep the guy down. The referee standing right there watching it.
15 seconds remaining.
That's one of those tricks that you were talking about earlier.
That's Opie. He's got the bag of tricks. Palffy taking the pass from Berard, leads King in. 10 seconds to go. Make it now 5 seconds to go on the Islander power play. Rangers clear. And that's going to do it. 4 minutes to go, third period. Samuelson did his job, goes to the bench. And the Islanders, down by 2, head up ice. Palffy against Driver. Nice move by Palffy. Backhander wide of the net. Battle in the corner. Bukaboom. Palffy keeps it in. King's pass deflected by Palffy. And Berard's got it.
Sam, that last chance by Palffy was a 1-on-4, and he nearly turned it into a goal.
Cleared out by Driver to Graves. Graves and flatly move in. Trailing is Messier. He's got it. He shoots. He scores! Mark Messier with a hat trick. His patented shot down the right side, beating the goaltender to the stick side. And Mark Messier has given the Rangers a 5-2 lead. And the Ranger fans toss the hats on the ice.
Well, we talked about the Islanders having to take chances to try and score and get back in this game. It was Scott LaChance, the defenseman, that moved up. Here it is here. Now there you see all those Islanders back there. They're all caught. And the Islanders come back 3-on-2, and what a shot by Messier. The perfect feed from Graves. There it is again. Graves just drops it back. The Islanders trying to get back into position. And they couldn't, and that's that patented wrist shot. There it is again. Way back in the play is Bryan McCabe. See him come skating back. He can't get back. There he is there. He's trying to get back, and late coming back, and Mark Messier was there for the quick shot, and the Rangers now lead it by 3.
Mark Messier, well, let's see when he scores. What? Oh, look at this. Well, that's it.
Oh, boy. A divided crowd.
It's got to be a Messier jersey, though. Mark Messier's 19th career hat trick, his second of the season, and with the hat trick, he has now moved into 10th place all-time in goals scored in the NHL with 571, one ahead of the still active Dino Ciccarelli of the Tampa Bay Lightning. Messier from Graves and Driver at 16:40, and the Rangers, with 2 goals here in the third, lead 5-2, saved by Richter on McInnes.
And the Rangers came out and they played a good third period. They held their scoring chances against them down, and they waited for the Islanders to have to open things up, and they took advantage of the chances.
Well, Mark Messier becomes an unrestricted free agent at the end of this season. A steal by McInnes. He breaks in with Bertuzzi. The pass to Bertuzzi, and a save. Richter got a piece. An unbelievable save on a 2-on-none.
Wow, did he play that one? He kept an eye on both of them, and he was just a little quicker than the Islander forwards.
Unselfish play by Marty McInnes, and Bertuzzi unable to finish. Offside whistled on the play. Take a look at Mike Richter on this play.
Well, on the pass across, you have to go up high with it. That's your only goal.
Oh, he missed the net. No save. I take it back.
Oh, it looked like a save, but the puck was rolling. Look at the puck bouncing. See, McInnes, when McInnes gave him the pass, the puck flicked up, so it was in the air, and Bertuzzi was only able to get a piece of it.
Well, my apologies as I misread the play of Mike Richter.
No, but it looked like a save from here, from this angle.
Richter stops the long shoot in. Bukaboom held up by Cruz. And Armstrong played toward the net, intercepted by Leach. Under 2 minutes to go. 5-2, Rangers leading it. Rangers starting play this afternoon in 5th place in the Eastern Conference. And the Islanders last in the conference with 5 points out of a playoff spot, 5 points behind Washington and Montreal. Some valuable points that the Islanders need to make a run at the playoffs, but right now, one home game will go by the boards this afternoon.
Yeah, we saw Mike Milbury earlier in this period, the general manager who was watching this game. They don't plan on making any trades to acquire veterans to try and make the playoffs. There's been some talk of maybe a Larry Murphy or someone to help out on the power play, and they say, no, we're going to stick with the kids and let them grow.
Gretzky's got the puck. Now Mike Eastwood is on in his first game as a New York Ranger, coming over from the Phoenix Coyotes. Rangers trading defenseman Jay Moore, who is not playing, for Mike Eastwood. And Dallas Aikens. Aikens sent to the Rangers farm team in Binghamton. Langdon with less than a minute to go, working against McCabe. Gretzky comes out in front, looking to break the goal-scoring drought. He was stopped by McCabe. Langdon, he comes out in front, chipped wide by Eastwood.
What a shift by this line. We've seen it a couple of times today, and there's Langdon coming in late.
Yeah, and he's fouling. 26.7 seconds remaining. The fifth goal was Messier from Graves and Driver at 16:40. Messier's third of the game, and 32nd. Langdon and LeChance still trying to get at one another. Linesman settles things down. And referee Mark Fawcett directing people to go to the locker room. LeChance and Langdon are going with 26.7 seconds remaining. We'll go early. Well, Joe, the first two periods went back and forth, and then the Rangers took charge in the third period.
Yeah, it was a period when this game started. It was the Rangers doing exactly what they wanted to do: play conservative, not give the puck away, no turnovers, and they took the 2-0 lead, and the Islanders were ineffective in the first period. The second period, though, the Islanders got back to doing what they do best. The Rangers then started to try and carry the puck. That didn't work. The Islanders came back with the 2 quick goals to make it 3-2, and then Mark Messier drove a stake right through their heart. Right after the Islanders tied it up, it was Messier that came back on the play with the big goal. This is the third goal for Mark Messier, the 5th goal for the Rangers. And if there was any doubt at that point, that ended all doubts. Mark Messier, the great wrist shot. So many times over the course of his career, how many times have we seen him down the right side and the wrist shot? 19 career hat tricks for the great Mark Messier.
He is our New Dodge player of the game. Mark Messier with a 10-game point scoring streak, and he is just adding to the numbers of a stellar career. Langdon, 2 minutes for slashing. LeChance, 2 minutes delay of the game at 19:33. Teams are skating 4 aside. A whistle for an icing with 7.7 seconds remaining. Don't forget, NHL on Fox next week. The New York Rangers will be in Chicago, 3 o'clock Eastern, noon Pacific. The NHL on Fox. An original 6 matchup. One of 4 games on the NHL on Fox. Pittsburgh at Philadelphia.
And Chicago playing better hockey since the trade of Ed Belfour. That team is united. They're going for their 4th win in their last 5 games today, as they were leading Colorado 3-1.
And Tony Amonte, the one-time New York Ranger, having a fabulous season. And this one is over. The season series ends 2-2-1. Mark Messier with the hat trick. Mike Richter picks up his 25th win of the season, tying him for second with Patrick Roy of Colorado for second place in wins. Rangers defeat the Islanders to start their road swing 5-2. Coming up, the post-game report with James Brown and Dave Maloney. Scores and highlights around the league. Today's game was produced by Michael Burks, directed by Artie Kempner. Studio show produced by Nancy Bernstein, directed by Bob Levy. Executive producers of Fox Sports, Red Gorin and David Hill. For Joe Micheletti, this is Sam Rosen saying so long, everyone.